Hello. What's up? How's everyone? How you doing? Good day. Good morning. Good evening. All right. So, it's time for Wildfrost. It's finally here. Sleeping. Time for Wildfrost. I'm so pumped. I've been looking forward to this game for months now, for since I first found out about it, which was way back when in like a Nintendo Direct or something. I'm not even playing it on Switch, but that was where I first heard about it. But it looked so good when I saw the reveal of it, or like that trailer, and then I got to play the demo and it's great and everything, and now here we are. It's finally time. So with that, I mean, look, I'm not here to delay playing this game. Like I said, I've been waiting so long. We're just going right into it. There it goes. All right, hopefully I checked the settings and stuff. Hopefully everything should work out. Card game, yeah, it's a deck building game, deck building roguelike, right? Slay the Spire, the same genre as Slay the Spire and Monster Train and games like that. But I love Slay the Spire. That's like one of my favorite games. But I've played others in the genre and I've enjoyed them plenty, but none of them have come close to Slay the Spire for me. This is the first one though. When I played like the demo already, I was just like, I could feel that I was gonna enjoy this game a lot. And that was just the demo, which was very restricted content-wise. But even the demo felt really solid. So I'm really excited to actually play the full game. Okay, I'm gonna have to check the layout when we go into the game, because I think I might be covering the bell. Okay, so this is the tutorial run. So I'll explain the mechanics as we play, I guess. I mean, obviously, I don't know all the mechanics, because I don't know all of the... Well, specifically, I don't know all of the, like, keywords and everything and what they all do. But I understand the fundamental mechanics, because I've played plenty of the demo and everything. So the idea is it's a deck building roguelike, so you're going to be building a deck of cards to play, to fight with. Now, one of the key things about this game, as opposed to a lot of the other ones, most of them use like an energy system, right? Typically, you get your hand of cards, you play your cards out, and then you end your turn, and then the enemy does their thing, and then you draw a new hand of cards and play your turn. But instead, here we have this counter indicated by the sun symbol, and instead, the way this works is every action ticks all the counters on your side and the enemy side, and so every time you play an action, it just keeps going, and then instead of being a hand of cards that you play out and then redraw every turn. So this first draft is of the leader. So every run you have a leader, right, which sort of to some degree characterizes your build, although the leader, I think, is not super important at the end of the day as the rest of the cards that you end up drafting. Now, as we look at these stats, okay, they're all 5 counter, which is pretty high. So that means we have to play 5 cards. So the counter here in the case of like creatures or companions or your leader is how often they attack, right? After 5 actions, they will trigger their attack, and they'll do the attack damage to whatever's in front of them, plus whatever other effects are on their card. Barrage means it hits everything in the row, and this is just a triggered ability. On kill, it gains 2 shell, which is the armor or shield or block or however you want to think of it. They have 9 health, 3 attack, right? So, I mean, 5 counter is pretty high. This is pretty whack. I mean, especially like, this is pretty much just outclassed in most ways by these other two, I think. I mean, the 5 attack is pretty chunky, but a 3 barrage is better, right? If you're hitting at least 2. Is that an acorn shield? Yeah, so acorn represents shield in this game. So all of the shield mechanics and everything that is associated with shield is associated with acorns in this game. It's kind of a neat visual theme that they've got for the different things. So poison is associated with mushrooms, with green mushrooms. Healing is associated with pink berries. Snow is snow. Snow is like a trigger delay, or a counter delay. And there's other things and plenty of other effects that I haven't learned yet, because I'm just only ones I know are the ones from the demo. This is the first tribe, which is the tribe that's available in the demo. So the mechanics we're going to encounter in this run, I think I will be pretty familiar with. So I think, I mean, in this case, I think the strongest is probably just this Junut, the barrage one. So these are randomized at the start of the run, right? They're not drawing from a pool of pre-built things. It's like randomizing the stats that's part of the way each run is slightly different. And of course, the cards you find are different. I mean, barrage is pretty strong. The 5 counter's slow, but they all have 5 counters, so oh well. And the thing is that gaining 2 on kill is nice, except that it has 5 counter and only hits for 3, so it's not going to trigger very often, right? So I think we take this one. Alright, so we start in Snowdell and we go to the first battle. Alright, this is going to be the tutorial battle, but... Oh, it starts right. Tutorial battle, so you see that we have lanes. To start each battle, drag your leader from your hand onto the battlefield. Foxy is one of your companion cards. Get him on the battlefield too. So starting with a Foxy in the tutorial run, you actually don't have... You have a different companion to start with in most runs. Foxy, right? Pretty decent. Triple strike, basically. 3 counter, hits 3 times, frenzy 3 for 1 damage each. Now, the key thing is if you can buff its attack, it hits obviously harder because the buffs persist for each of the attacks. Scrappy Sword. So these are like your starting cards. They're very weak, but they're still useful, right? Like killing a target here. Now, because the thing is, when they attack, they'll only attack the thing in their lane in front of them, except for other keywords, right? Barrage means it hits all of the targets in the row. But Foxy will just hit whatever's in front of them. And so having these spells or the items lets you target things in the back row or the back line more easily. So that's why they can be useful. So Snow Stick applies 2 snow, and that slows down the opponent, right? So if I hit it here, it would pause the counter, and it would apply 2 snow. Super auto pets. It's not very similar at all if that's what you're thinking of. Because that's an auto battler, right? This is not in any way auto battling. The lane, okay, but we also can change the order and everything. So let's kill the Penguin. Yeah, so this is one of the cool things about this that I think is really, really interesting, is that the positioning is really important for combat, but it's also freely movable. You can completely control it and change it at will at any point. You know, except for obviously when everything is triggering. But anytime you have the action, you can move them around. All right, so for example, here's where we want to use the snow, right? Because we're not going to be able to kill it immediately, but we snow here. Now this hits 3 times. And everything else triggers, and the snow ticks down, but the counter does not tick down. As it says, enemies always attack first. So you can see the counters, basically the enemy counters trigger or count down before our counters. Oh, they don't give me a bell. This is where I would probably just ring the bell. So, but we'll get to that soon, I guess. Let's just attack. So this tutorial fight is restricted. So this is only having 1 lane here, but in general, there actually are 2 lanes typically. So that's the other thing. Right now it looks like kind of funny because there's only 1 lane, so there's no targeting changing. But that's what normally there's 2 lanes, meaning whatever lane you're in controls who you're attacking, and that plays into the targeting as well. Okay, so here's the bell. So the bell lets us redraw, which we should here. Normally, as you can see, this countdown 4. Normally this starts from 4 when you have it at the start of the turn, and it counts down. And so when it's 0, it'll glow, and that means you can actually redraw for free. It costs nothing to redraw. Now, that being said, often it's still worth it to redraw, even if it costs an action, because if your hand's garbage, you don't want to hold it. So you can see it's still 4, but now it'll start ticking down after each action, along with everything else. But yeah, you can use the redraw bell at any time to discard your hand and draw 6 new cards. If it's charged when the counter hits 0, and then it's a free action. It doesn't end your turn. Have to protect your leader. So yeah, if the leader dies, it's game over. Everyone else can die, and then they just become injured for the rest of the, or for the next fight. But if your leader dies, it's game over. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so we definitely want to kill the Chungoon before the end of the fight. Or we don't want it to attack because it's going to just keep building up. So we're just going to... Ooh, the Snoof is going to snow too. So if we apply snow to each one, I think that gets us almost there. Right, because now... Apply Apply snow there. All right. Yeah, we're good. So I keep hitting. Foxy hits there, and now Junit will kill here. So I could actually redraw, but instead what I'll do is I'll spend this turn healing, right? Because I have, if the counter is at 1, there's no point in belling because any action will make that free. So now the problem is this is going to hit first, actually, now that I look at it. So actually I should just Scrappy Sword to kill it. Because otherwise it will snow and we wouldn't get the attack in. Alright, Snow Knight. So this is at the end of each fight, there is a mini boss, or like a fight boss, which is like, you know, is more dangerous and so on. So Snow Knight, whenever anything gets snowed, anything on either side, it gets +1 attack. And Grouchy gets extra attack when it's damaged. I think we just redraw here. So attacks pretty frequently. But we also have, so the nice thing is Junit has Barrage here. So as long as Junit goes before Grouchy, we'll kill, or if I can hit Grouchy and then, let's hit Grouchy. It's gonna go up to 4. It's actually kind of annoying now that I think about it. We should probably heal here. Hello, this is Wildfrost. Game came out just an hour ago. So the problem is, I forgot that this is going to increase the damage there. I should just snow this to slow it down. See, now if I slow this, now this is effectively 4. So now Junit will hit first. Our leader will hit first and kill it in the backline with Barrage. The Snow Knight gets a +1 attack, which is annoying. There's not much we can do. Unless I want to snow here, which will give it a counter. It'll set it to 3, or it'll give me 2 extra turns to kill. Will I be able to kill in time? This will hit for 3. This will hit for 3. And this hits for 1. So this isn't enough. This lets me kill before it manages to hit me. I mean, I can redraw, but it doesn't matter. The fight's over. We've won it. Everyone keeps saying Hearthstone, but it's not at all like Hearthstone. Hearthstone is much more like a Magic style like game. This is way more of a deck building. I mean, Hearthstone has the deck building mode, right? But the combat system here is much more like one of the like deck building rogues like Slay the Spire or something like that. Oh, new events. Oh, it's a lore event. Journal page. These are new. These were not in the demo. The Wildfrost. As the snow began to fall and the temperature dropped, we knew it was a storm like no other. As the months went on, the snow lingered and the cold grew harsher. There was no escaping the Wildfrost, as it spread like a wildfire of snow and ice. Many believed the storm had an unnatural source. Brave adventurers set out into the wilderness determined to put an end to the storm. I, too, decided to take on the challenge. But like those who came before me, I was unable to penetrate the heart of the storm. If anyone is reading this, use the knowledge within these pages to go forth and bring the sun back to our world. Together we can restore warmth and light to this frozen land. Yeah, so this is the premise of the game, which is kind of self-evident, but I didn't actually technically have any of this information. I mean, it's not a problem per se. I just am saying, I think when people are saying it's like Hearthstone, it doesn't really make sense. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying that comparison is, it's way more like a lot of other games than Hearthstone. Hearthstone is a completely different type of game. Hearthstone's like a TCG. And I mean, there's like the draft mode, but it still plays more like a Magic style TCG in a lot of ways. Okay, that's the lore. All right, Frozen Travelers are companions. So these are, oh, I've only given us 2 options. Okay. This is the tutorial run. We're just gonna have to blast through this tutorial run. Wallop is neat, but Big Berry's probably just better for us right now. We can have Big Berry stand in front as a shield, as a tank. And it heals on kill, hits pretty hard. Wallop hits hard on snowed targets, but we don't have that. Well, we have Foxy. So normally, if you have more snow, Wallop can be fine, because if you can time the snow properly, she hits for 12, right? Like, that's a huge chunk. But we don't have a way, we just have the snow sticks, so you can right-click to inspect, right? This just shows the information, although all of this information is self-evident. I think, but if you have things where if you have abilities, like, it'll tell you what they mean more clearly. So we'll take Big Berry. Treasures items. So items are single-use things. Well, not single-use, but they're like instants or sorceries. Like, they're spells that you play from hand directly on targeting something. Snowcake. Sunrod's good. We probably want Sunrod to trigger the barrage more often. A lot of our stuff benefits from swinging more often. This is Shroom is poison. We don't have any other poison, so applying 3 poison just when we happen to hit this is not very helpful. I mean, this does effectively over time do 6 damage plus the 1, right? So that's on its own, it already does 7 damage over 3 turns, which isn't bad. But it's much better if we have things to stack poison. Snowcake is good. I mean, Snowcake, applying 12 snow is fine. It just basically means anything that's not resistant to snow, it just completely shuts them out until they're dead. Like, they're not going to get to attack again. Which, that's pretty decent. Consume, though, means we can only use it once per battle. It gets exiled or exhausted or whatever. So it just takes one enemy out of the fight, more or less. I mean, fights can go that long, 12 rounds, but mostly you'll be able to kill the things by then if you need to. Sunrod seems good. Sunrod's actually in the starting deck, I think, normally, but we don't have it here because the tutorial deck is different when we start. So yeah, so here we can see now we have 2 lanes, right? Uba Bear, when it hit, applies... So this counter attacks with 2 snow. So this is very strong against like Foxy, right? Because Foxy hits once, gets snowed, and that cancels the rest of the turn. It does not continue to attack after that. Alright. Yeah. Right-click the Chungoon, yeah, okay. So... Place Big Bear onto the battlefield too. Yep, I will. So I want Big Berry in the front here. And I want it out as soon as possible. So it's good to generally to play your companions earlier, right? Because they have because they start counting down their triggers when they're on the battlefield. They don't count down when they're on in your hand. So you want to get them out as soon as you can to start counting down and triggering as soon as possible. But you know, if they're still in your deck like Foxy is, there's not much you can do about that. The question is, how do I want to do this? It'd be nice to be able to just... If I can just kill Uba Bear on my own with swords, that's probably better. So I don't have to deal with getting snowed. So we'll just put this over here. It's tempting to just redraw here, actually. Because I have a lot of good stuff in here. Foxy and my Sunrod are both in my deck. So this is a situation, right, where... It's either I play 3 scrappy swords here, or 2 scrappy swords into Pinkberry Juice, or I redraw so I can get all my other stuff out sooner, and including using the Sunrod, which would be useful. So I'm just going to redraw. Everything ticks down by 1. Now here's where it gets dangerous, because we're going to... Big Berry's going to take 5 here, unless I snow the bear, which I guess I do, because it hits hard, but I'm just going to whittle this down on my own. So we snow here, and then we can play Foxy. We play Foxy out, hit for 5, and Junut will kill before, our leader will kill before the Chungoon hits, so we don't have to worry about taking damage from it. We do need to keep slowing this. So you can recall your companions. So yeah, so this is another really cool thing, is when your companions are damaged, you can pull them out freely. You cannot pull your leader out, of course, but you can pull anyone else out and they heal 5 damage. And then they just get shuffled back in, you can play them back out when you redraw them. I don't want to pick up Big Berry though. Is it gonna force me to? I healed. It healed already. I don't even need to. Or it only took 1 damage. All right. Well, we're being forced to put it into our deck. So there it goes. But we're gonna. It is a free action though, so it doesn't take our turn. I've never played Gwent, so I don't know how that compares. So let's snow this again, so it doesn't get to attack. Kill there. That's big. That's a lot of stuff lined up there. 1, 2. So Foxy here is going to kill the Penguin and hit whatever's here, which unfortunately means getting snowed because it's going to hit an Uba Bear. There's not much we can do though, so let's just try to set up so we can kill this bear quickly, or next turn. Oh man, if we barrage through this though, we're going to take so much... So let's... Oh, I kind of wanted to use the... Well, it doesn't matter. Alright, Big Berry's back. I think I need to kill this bear, though, to save the 4 damage. Penguin only hits for 2. Or for 1, I mean. So that's fine. And now we play Big Berry to tank the 4 damage here. Our leader's actually pretty healthy, too, admittedly. Alright, Penguin's up again. We can actually stab Penguin on our own. Yeah, I mean, if you want a game that's more similar, it's basically it's in the same genre as Slay the Spire, which is to some degree like the forefather of all of the games in this genre. But that's more closely resembling the kind of game it is, or Monster Train, or other deck building roguelikes. But a lot of these mechanics are very novel and interesting, and that's why I'm so excited about it. We want to kill this bear. What's this gonna hit for? 3 and 5. They'll kill. I guess I just kill the penguin first, and I stab the bear. Because now if I hit the bear, Junit hits, and then I kill it next turn. Yeah. What's in my deck? Oh, big peng. Okay. So let's move everything over real quick. Oh, that counter is so high. It's going to take 7 turns for that to go off. I need to kill the bear now, though, so that Foxy can actually get some hits in here. These penguins are going to be annoying. I might just have to try to kill them. What's in my deck? 2 snow sticks and a sun rod. Okay, so I kill here. We don't want to take that damage. Okay, we can kill Big Peng very quickly here with the sun rod. Question is, or I just kill with, okay, I get more money, so killing enemies gets you money. So there is a degree to which I may want to kill these things if I can. It's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Big Berry would survive this. I could also kill one of the penguins here, then get hit for 3, and then I could snow and I can keep killing the other things. Yeah, I think we should be safe enough to do that. Kill a penguin, get hit for 3. Snow Big Peng. And then, ooh, there's a way here to get a combo. Yeah, I can triple combo this. So the other thing is you actually get more coins also for killing multiple things in a single turn. So for example, if I Scrappy Sword here, this kills this one. Then Snowbow hits, but then Foxy kills 1, 2, and gets both of them killed. So we get a 3 combo here, and no one dies. So yeah, 2 combo and then 3 combo. So we get a bunch of extra money for that. All right, more lore. Love it, love it. And then that looks like we're actually getting out of the tutorial. The sun. Many years ago, before the eternal winter, there was a mighty spirit in the sky known as the sun. The sun was the essence of all life, its radiant light providing warmth and nourishment to all living things. The golden light did not last forever. A terrible storm descended upon the land, engulfing the sun and leaving a lifeless cube of ice in the sky. Now all that remains is a faint, empty light that offers no warmth or comfort. So that's why it still can be daytime, but just not warm. So now, this is the way the runs usually go, right? You have these 2 paths and you choose which one you want. So we have a treasure and a charm on this side, or this is just money and this is another companion on this side. You can have up to 3 companions in your deck. So we have space for another companion. Any others have to go into the bench. Items you can have as many as you want, which is what you get from treasure. And charms are modifiers that upgrade your cards, either companions or items, depending on the charm. So they are pretty useful. They're basically upgrades in a way. Having another person is not bad. I mean, our build is not very cohesive yet. We just have Big Berry. If we find like healing synergies, that'd be great. Or just any other thing is great. I mean, Big Berry's fine just as a tank, as a frontline tank. So that's the reason, even without synergies. I don't really need the treasure. And the charms, I mean, okay. The charms could be useful if I can find things like for Foxy, because Foxy hitting 3 times means it triggers 3 times every time it hits. So charms can be very strong on Foxy. But this gets me money, which lets me buy stuff at the shop when I eventually find one, and it gets me another person. Although this gets me a treasure, although I don't know that there's any treasure that I don't know all the treasures either. Although I think I know most of the things that we'll see in this run, because this run is Tribe 1, and as I understand it, Tribe 1 is mostly unchanged. There might be some more cards in the neutral pool that everyone gets to see, so there could still be things I've not seen before. I think we take this path, though. We'll take the money. Oh, I take a treasure here anyway. I completely skipped over this. I thought that was the battle. All right. So yeah, clunkers. So clunkers are like they play out their items, but they play out as companions, and they have scrap. So instead of having health, they have number of hits they can take. So any amount of damage knocks off exactly 1 scrap. So they can tank big hits, especially if you have multiple scrap. Or, you know, so wood hit is literally just there to be a body block, right? You just throw it in front of a big hit and it dies. Flame water is good with Foxy. So see, flame water increases the damage by 1. So that means Foxy will hit for 6 each time it triggers instead of 3. Like, it's adding effectively +3 to Foxy, right? And it's reusable. Every time you draw it, you can play it. Now, it does take a turn, of course, to play. And then the shield is nice, but we have some... Our characters currently are already decently beefy, so it's not... And we have healing from Big Berry, so it's not as much of a concern. I think we take the Flame Water. So Flame Water also, I think, is one you would normally start with in the starting deck. At least it did in the demo. But this is the tutorial run has a different starting deck. All right, we get Fire Fist. Well, Lil Berry is the healing synergy, right? Lil Berry goes well with Big Berry. Big Berry on kill restores 2 health to itself and to all the people in the row. So if Lil Berry's in the row, even at full health, Lil Berry gets healed and goes up by 2 damage. So each time Big Berry gets a kill, Lil Berry gets stronger. And of course, Lil Berry eventually gets strong enough to get kills itself. Demonize applies this debuff, which means the next hit it takes will be doubled. So that's good if you have things that hit hard and once, have like single big hits that you can control the timing of. It's a little bit finicky though, you know, because you have to kind of get the timing right. And Fire Fist seems interesting. I could never find a way to use it, but realizing that actually I think the pepper stacks with or state persists when you pull them out. So taking a big hit and or like hit it, tanking some damage and hitting, and then you can pull it out and heal up and bring it back in, and it will keep the pepper for the next hit. Even then though, I'm not sure. I think we take Lil Berry. It's a synergy, right? It's what we were sort of looking for anyway. So now if we get both of them in a row, we're in good shape. All right, first boss is probably gonna be Bamboozle. Yeah, I assume that this is scripted to be Bamboozle the first fight. So Bamboozle's the boss that was in the demo as well. You can see it's double size. It's blocking both of our lanes here, so we can't hit stuff in the back very easily. Except that Junut has Barrage, which makes it so we can hit the back much more easily, although not very often. So let's play Big Berry out. So aimless means it'll hit anyone in the row, but it still has to target the row. Now something to keep in mind is it targets, everything targets the row in front of it, but if there's nothing in the row in front of it, it will target the other row. So you can't just like leave a row empty to dodge all the damage from it. It'll just it'll just stack up all the damage onto the single row. Okay, we definitely play Big Berry out first, but I mean, it doesn't matter where, we can think about it after. I mean, it's gonna be in front, and right now one lane means they're the same. Now, the question is, do I want to just instantly redraw to try to find my others? Probably, because I want Lil Berry out here. The Snow Stick could be useful. So this has resist snow, meaning I can only apply 1 snow. Originally, in the earliest versions of the demo, there were enemies that were immune to snow. So snow did nothing, but it was so hard to slow them down with snow decks. Like, you couldn't do anything with snow decks against them. So they changed it to resist snow, meaning you can only have 1 snow. So you have to keep applying it every turn to slow them down. Or to stall them out. You can't just stack it up the way that you can normally. Alright, so this is going to do 1 to somewhere, it doesn't really matter. Our stuff is big. Now, Bamboozle also has Super Barrage, where it hits everyone in both lanes. So anything with 3 health just dies if Bamboozle triggers. Now, our stuff is big, so that doesn't matter. Except for Foxy. Winterworm is scary, it hits hard, but every time you hit it, it goes down by 1. We just need to kill it before it triggers, basically. The question is, how do I want to do that? Do I want to slow here, or do I want to just dig for my stuff? I mean, okay, actually applying the Sun Rod is probably good here, because it lets me kill something back here more quickly. So maybe I just do this. Sun Rod here. That hits for 1, that doesn't matter. And then we can Snow Stick something, or I can just cycle. If I can find, see, 1 is where you definitely just want to play an item because it's useless to it's better to just play something out than to redraw. 2 is where it's a toss-up, right? Like, so if you can find 1 thing that's worth using, then you might as well use it, use the 2 items and go. But then if it's 3 or more and you just would rather redraw, that's a pretty easy decision for me, I find. Snow Stick is good against Winterworm here, so I think I just do it. Because it slows it down, it reduces its damage. thing is the snowbow is low. So now I can just kill the snowbow. Okay, so also you should keep in mind, this counter is counting down every turn. This is reinforcements. After this goes up, the reinforcements will appear. So let's cycle. So now we can throw Big Berry out. Although we could wait a turn if we don't want Big Berry to get hit here by Bamboozle. Though I don't think I care. I mean, Lil Berry has 8 health, so it's probably fine. This is going to hit everything, but oh well. Now, having done that, we do probably want to get Foxy in here. Yeah, this is fine. Everything is going to trigger before Bamboozle goes again, so Bamboozle's definitely dying before it triggers again. Now, the thing is, we don't want this Winter Worm to trigger. So we're going to hit it with a Snow Stick. And I can Flame Water Foxy, too, to get more damage through here. And I think that's the best decision. Alright, now everything's going to beat up Bamboozle. Good. It could have been worth it to try to get Big Berry to trigger here, the kill. Ooh, I have no cards. So if I want... It's fine. Everything... 5 health is enough for now. I gotta keep these... I need to keep these Winter Worms from triggering. So I gotta keep snowing them. This is only hitting for 1, so it doesn't really matter. This is hitting for 2 and snowing, which is a little bit scarier. But it's fine. So let's snow here. Let's snow here. That's fine. Ooh. Big Berry's low. I can heal Big Berry, or I can pull Big Berry out and heal Lil Berry, because that'll pump Lil Berry and it'll heal Big Berry, who will then get recycled in. That might be fine. We could put these all in the same row. Who do we want getting hit here by the Snowbow? I guess Junut. Let's throw that in there. Let's heal Lil Berry. Okay, Bam is almost dead. Bam hits hard, but... Oh, Bam dies to Lil Berry here. So that's good. Oh, this Winter Worm is going to hit so hard. Still hitting for 4. Oh, this is bad. We have a lot of stuff hitting here. Wow. Man, I'm going to lose some people on the first run. Oh, wait. Okay, if I put Lil Berry in the front, how much is... Oh, but this is going to apply snow, which is less than ideal, because it means Lil Berry's not going to swing. We don't need Lil Berry to swing here, though, because Foxy will also kill. Or no, well, Foxy's not going to go before then. I could hit something for 2. I could hit the Winter Worm for 2. That might be the best option here. So how much is this going to hit for? 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess that's fine. Oh, well, the aimless will hit anywhere. But if it hits somewhere else, that's actually better for us. Okay, that's fine. So now Junit has Barrage, and actually, that means if I... Oh, this thing's hitting. I was gonna... Oh, no, I should have done it. I should have done it. That was a mistake. I should have played the Fire Flame Water on Junit, because then Junit kills both of these Snowbows. It's just the problem is I'm going to take a bunch of damage from this Winter Worm here. And there's really not much I can do about it. Well, I could snow here. So I guess if I snow here, it's better, because this still only does 1, which is much less scary. So I snow here. Oh, here's what I do then, actually. I snow here. This kills this Winter Worm. Barrage kills this Winter Worm. And gets Bam to 1. Gets Winter Worm to 2. So we can clear this more easily. Now, something to keep in mind is these two both have Wild, meaning when one dies, the other gets Frenzy. Which can be annoying. A little bit less scary on Boozle, because Boozle only hits for 2. Although it hits every other turn, so it hits very frequently. But if we have body blockers, it's okay. And our stuff is pretty chunky. Okay, so the play here then is to snow Winterworm. Alright, unit kills those, that kills there. And now the Winterworm will die very easily. Now what do I want to put in front? To tank this double snow hit. I guess Big Berry. Okay, wait, let's put Foxy here to kill this Winterworm and get 1 damage in here. And these two can tank the damage here. Foxy kills, hits twice. Oh, because it has +2, it has +1, I forgot. Alright, we're good. So we should be pretty much fine here now, more or less. Should be pretty safe. This hits for 1, that's not a problem. If I barrage here, that goes to 2, ticks down to 1. I wish I had the Flame Water in hand. If I could Flame Water and Sunrod, then we would kill both these Snowbows. But we don't, so we're gonna have to make it work here. Do I take it down then? Yeah, it still hits for a lot of damage here when it triggers. Okay, the problem is we don't actually have... Ooh, if we get unlucky, we could just die here. Unless I just let someone body block and die. Oh, I didn't do the numbers here properly. It's gonna come down to luck. Or I have to let someone tank the hit, or tank the Boozle hits and die. Which might be my best choice here. Because, okay, if I put them all lined up here, there's a 1 in 3 chance we just lose. Because Boozle hits twice here. Oh, except we also don't want Boozle to snow here, so we're gonna have to let someone die. Unfortunate. I guess Lil Berry. It's either Lil Berry or Big Berry, and Big Berry is going to be more... Or Lil Berry's less impaired by getting injured in the next fight. So injured? Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see it here. Let's hit this so this will die from the barrage hit here. Alright. Okay, we can just kill here. Snowbow hits for 1, Foxy kills if I hit here. Alright, we got through the fight. I actually had a companion get injured in the tutorial fight. Alright, so here's our rewards for beating the first act boss. We get a bell. Alright, and our options are Bell of Hands, which gets us an extra card draw whenever we draw. Fellowship gets us an extra spot. So like I said, the companion limit currently is 3. You can have up to 3 companions, you know, in your deck at a time. And this lets us go up to 4 then. Or Bell of the Bell makes the bell counter go down by 1. So this is better if we're trying to play out the hands or if we're trying to cycle through more often. Like if we have a few cards we want to hit, this is better, right? Because it means we can cycle through our deck for free more rapidly. But if we just want to play as many cards as we have, or as we can, and we just want there's only a few cards we don't want, then this is better, right? Because it just gets us a better card selection on our hands, and we play out 4 cards, and then we get a free rotate anyway. I don't think we need the Bell of Fellowship here. I think it's probably one of the card draw bells. And I think it's probably Bell of Hands here. I haven't played enough yet to know. I mean, I've only played the demo, and in the demo you get this, and then you get 1 fight, and that was it. And actually, they took it out of the demo too. So I don't know how impactful it'll be later in the game, and I haven't, you know, so it's going to take some learning. I think we just take the Bell of Hands, though. It lets us see more cards. Lil Berry was injured. If they survive the next battle, they will recover. Yeah, so they start out with half health and half damage. Now, Lil Berry only starts out with 1 damage to begin with and gets +2 whenever it gets healed. So this is actually not that big of a deal, relatively, because it can get healed up to health, and it'll gain the 2, and it'll be back to basically where it started after getting healed once. As opposed to Big Berry starting out with lower damage makes it harder to kill with, which is the key thing there. And if they get injured again, they just stay injured. All right, Ice Caves is Act 2, so we'll get a Blink Scale Nail Cave regardless. So here's the shop. Oh, we get the shop regardless too. Do I want to swap someone out for Foxy? I don't know. I think Treasure's probably okay. I mean, it's going to start filling up our deck, but there's definitely stuff we would rather be playing over some of the scrappy swords and stuff. So let's go see what the Treasure's got. And we got lots of money for this shop. Moko Totem, we don't have... So Moko Totem, when it gets 10 Pepper, and Pepper increases the next attack, then it'll explode and hit for the damage. So when it gets up to 10 Pepper, that means it's hitting for 10, and it hits 5 times, we can see here, right? So it'll do 50 damage when it triggers, and then it just dies. Or more if you trigger it by giving it more Pepper. Palm Bomb is interesting. It hits all undamaged enemies, right? So you throw it out and it just does 5 to everything that takes damage. Now, that being said, I think Shellbow is quite strong. Because this is just a barrage. The thing to keep in mind here is it does 2 damage, meaning it'll hit... You use it on your team, it hits them all for 2, but then it gives them all 5 armor. So it's effectively giving them 5 armor, or 5 health in a way, or 3 health in a way, 3 armor, because it's doing 2 and healing them, and then giving them 5. In theory, you can also use this to kill a bunch of enemies that have 2 health, but it will give the ones that survive shell, so it's kind of dangerous. But I've generally had a lot of good value out of this. Like, if you just have 3 people lined up that can survive the hit, you can basically start stacking it every time you see it, and it builds a lot of health very quickly. Palm Bomb is interesting, but it's kind of hard to use, especially with our leader having Barrage. It means it'll hit things in the back line, so if Junit has triggered, Palm Bomb hits almost nothing, right? So I think we take the Shellbow here. Especially because all of our stuff survives 1 hit of Shellbow, right? All right, here's our shop. So the shop always has a crown, and it always has the charm machine. So the charm machine is a random charm. I will probably buy one because I could use some charms, and also so you can get an idea of the charms. Crown I think is decent and generally worth taking. It lets you play it at the start of the battle, and actually play it for free too at the start of the battle. So generally it's best to put it on a companion because it means they go out along. You can see the crown here. The leader always has a crown by default, basically. But if you play it on something else, you'll also get to play it alongside your leader at the start. So it's good to get it out if you want something out there early. Like if we want it with Big Berry out there or something to start with. Or Foxy if we have the charms for it. That can be good. And then you get 3 items. One of them is discounted. And then this is also an item, which I don't think is it always a Noonland biscuit? I don't think so. No, it's always a consume item. You get 3 non-consume items and 1 consume item. That's what it is. It can be like the cakes and stuff. Random ally or enemy is interesting. So this is block, the ice block, and it's similar to it's basically like scrap. It just gives them a scrap on top of their health. So it blocks just a single hit and then it disappears. All right, this is poison, like I said. 2 poison to everything is basically just, we don't have anything that stacks it, so it's basically just going to be 3 damage to everything. Not great. If we had synergies with poison, it could be very good. Like, there are ways to make this good, but we don't have him. Demon Heart's interesting. So it restores 7 health, but it also makes them take double damage the next time they get hit. If you could finagle it where that hit is like a single hit, that's effectively healing 5, right? Anything less than 3, it's still effectively healing. But if it doesn't even have 7 health to begin with, then it also is not as good. Now, that being said, we do have a lot of stuff that cares about getting healed. Or we do have a lot of stuff... well, Little Berry cares about getting healed. The others don't, but these things also have a lot of health. So it could be okay. I don't know, though. I don't know if it's worth it. I think I just take... Noonland Biscuit's interesting. I think we take a card. Crown. Now, the nice thing about crowns is you can actually move them around. The charms you cannot move after you've attached them, but the crowns you can move around. Let's take a charm first, though, so we can see what we get. I could buy more, actually. Cake charm. All right, cake charm is fine. It basically makes it stronger, and then it gets rid of it. So you can see, right, if we did it here, it increases effects by 5. So not damage, just effects, right? So, well, it works on Sunrod, so Sunrod would reduce by 7, I guess. But increasing, that's pretty wild. Increase by 6 and then consume. We're never gonna play this 6 times, right? So that's just better. Like over here, it would increase the shell by 5, so it would double. It's like we basically get double 2 barrage or 2 shell bows. I mean, it's a little bit better than that because it doesn't do the damage twice. It just gives them 10 shields, but then it's gone and we can't keep using it. And so part of the value of Shellbow is just continuing to stack it. Because once they have shield, you can keep using it and it's not as scary because You're just hitting the shield. I mean, applying 7 snow is interesting. Applying, or healing for 9 is not really that big a deal. Honestly, I think we put it on Flame Water, and that seems wild, right? Flame Water, if I put this on the Flame Water, and I hit Foxy with it, Foxy just goes up to 7 damage instantly, and then I don't even have to draw the Flame Water anymore. So Consume is actually kind of valuable here, because it means it thins our deck, although Flame Water is not a bad card, but if we're going to get 6 uses out of it immediately and then never have to use it again, that's great. Also, we get 6 uses out of it without having to use it, actually pay the energy or use the action 6 times. It's 1 use, it gets used 6 times. Now the question is, so the interesting thing is crowns can be put on anybody, right? or it can be put on cards too, but we can also move it around. Now the question is, do I put this on Flame Water and well, then it won't be helpful because it'll only ever go on our leader. So I want to put the crown here, and then when we draw Flame Water, we instantly get Foxy up to a 7. That seems pretty solid. Now I could buy another charm. The charms get more expensive after we've bought one, right? It was 50 for the first one, and it goes 70 for the second one. Normally, if this were the demo, I would do it because, of course, there would only be one more fight. But since we're actually going to have to continue, it might be worth it to keep going. I mean, how much money am I going to get through the next few fights? I mean, I could get... maybe it's worth it to buy 1 more charm. I can only buy 1 more. I can't buy 2 more. I don't really care about any of this. Let's buy 1 more charm. See what we get. I don't know if that's the right decision because I don't know the economy yet. Ooh, scrap 1. We got some weird charms. I don't have anything to put it on though, right? Yeah, because I don't have any clunkers. So this is a useless charm. That was unfortunate. If we get a clunker, it'll help. So that's what we're going to have to look for, is a good clunker to put out from the next item. But for now, that charm does nothing. The nice thing is you can save charms and use them later, so you don't have to worry about it. Oh, this is the monkey fight. Alright, so let's put them out. Okay, so Foxy is... Grumps reduces attack whenever it gets hit, so it's kind of annoying with Foxy or something like that. We don't really want to have that happen. Now that being said, we got the Shellbow and we got Big Berry, so I think we play Big Berry and then we Shellbow here. We kind of want to kill Grumps with our items if possible. I wish I had drawn my Flame Water, because now, well, we'll draw it next turn. I think I do want to use the snow here, though, so I think I snow, and then I Sunrod, or I Scrappy Sword. Probably Sunrod. I think that's probably more value. Let's snow here, because we want to kill this with items if possible. Oh, that's right, that ticks that down every time it gets hit. That's kind of sketchy, to be honest. It's going to hit for 6. I could heal for 4, but they've only taken 2 damage so far. This would just hit for 3 and tick it down, and then it would hit for 5. Oh, that's so close to killing. It's going to hit Big Berry for 6 here, which is fine. So yeah, that's okay. Alright, so now Grog dies to anything, including Foxy. I cycle, I redraw. So I could play out Lil Berry. Unfortunately, Foxy's also going to hit Grumps here. I think I do want to play Lil Berry out in the row with Big Berry. Although Big Berry's not going to get the kills here, so it kind of doesn't matter. We'll play it out anyway. That's fine. Okay, so now... Ooh, okay, so wait. Well, Foxy's gonna kill here, not gonna kill here. Although it will... Oh, the Pepper Witch is a little scary. Sitting where it is. I think I still want a Flame Water here, though. It's gonna give a bunch... So let's do this. I'm gonna play the Flame Water so we can get a bunch of kills here. So now it has 4 Pepper. It's gonna hit for 5 this turn, which is a little scary. I could just start stalling it out. That might be the best option. So Makoko hits every turn, and it just keeps growing each turn. So it starts out, it hits 0, and then it hits 1, and then it hits for 2. But, of course, here, it's going to hit for 5 immediately. But then it will go back down to whatever, 2. But I think I could stall it out here so that it kills in time. Can I get the kill with Big Berry? Can I finagle this? Put this here. Because it'll go 2, hit for 3, hit for 5. Yeah, so this will kill with Big Berry if I snow. Alright. How's this going to go? This will kill here. Big Berry will kill, heal, and then this, and then Little Berry will hit Grumps, which is fine, and then that means Foxy will be set up to hit hard the turn after. So the goblins give you money when you smack them, but they escape after after 4 turns from when they spawn. So if you kind of want to use snow sticks to like stall them and just keep tapping them, but I have to make sure I don't die, right? Like that's the bigger priority first of all. I am going to use the snow stick here, I think. So this is dying. This is getting hit for 3. So then hitting it once more means Foxy will kill next turn. And hitting for 1 here. Oh, Foxy's still not quite going to kill because Foxy's going to go down by 1 when it hits Grumps. So that's annoying. But it's fine. Okay, so now Lil Berry's at 2. So this, because this will hit for 7. And then it'll go down to 6 and hit here. Although... So if I hit... I could... Oh, I'm not going to get snow, though. Wait, I'm drawing an extra 1, though, right? Let's just cycle. We don't need the swords. We did draw some snow. So maybe this works out. Except I'm going to get 2 hits here, so it's going to go down to 5, which is kind of unfortunate. If I hit for 1 here, or if I hit the Grumps here, then this Foxy only takes 1 reduction. So maybe that's worth it. Because I do want to keep Foxy as healthy as possible, attack-wise. So yeah, I guess I just want to hit Grumps here. And I'll let the Goblin escape, unfortunately. Now Foxy kills both of them, though. So that spawns in King Moko. So technically we still had time on the counter there, but... Of course, it just is going to spawn them in as soon as it can if it's empty. So now, King Moko is interesting, right? When it hit, applies 3 pepper to everyone in the battle. That includes its teammates, but also includes my side. So the thing is, you don't want to hit early and then get beat up by these, which are going to have a bunch of damage. You kind of want to kill all these first, or know that you're going to kill Moko very quickly. So in that regard, we kind of want to clear this row out first, and then also kill the Makoko. So how do I want to do this? Maybe I just snow the Makoko. That's the most annoying thing here, to be honest. Yeah, let's snow the Makoko. So these are both going to get a hit in here, and that's fine. They both are just hitting for 1. We don't care about that. And then Junut will hit 1. Big Berry will kill the next. Little Berry will not quite kill the one behind it. But that's okay. We're just going to keep snowing this, though. Because we don't want Makoko swinging, really. We don't want King Moko swinging either, to be honest. And I think I'm going to want armor here. Who do I want the armor on, though? Oh, Foxy's going to hit here. I kind of don't want to do that. Actually, it might not matter. I kind of miscounted. The barrage is not going for sandwich. No, I need this to kill, right? So 1, 2, 3. Hits for 5, kills there. Doesn't kill there, but it hits. So that's fine. And then we'll play the Shelbo here then. This is where I want the armor anyway. Oh, I wasn't accounting for the pepper applying instantly, so never mind. I forgot. It killed there, and then Big Berry still killed and got the heal, which is nice. Alright, we applied some pepper there. Also, I'll be honest, I forgot Foxy was at 7 damage, so never mind. It was going to kill regardless. I was dumb. But I can Sunrod here to get Foxy to fire again, and then hopefully draw Snow Sticks. Because if I don't draw Snow Sticks, this becomes sketchy. Because I really need to kill Makoko. Although I'll have a... Junit is going to hit for 6, so actually it should be fine. Oh, I'll also... Foxy will make Junit kill, so never mind. So now we're fine. As long as it doesn't... As long as we're able to prevent it from firing off, which... Actually, yeah, it's a little sketchy. It's at 3. It would have fired first. Except, look, I mean, here's the situation, right? Where I can just redraw for the Sunrod as needed. Now, that being said, it's not necessary. We also got a Snow Stick. So now we're just going to kill when we next swing. I could speed up the pace, though. Let's just reset and draw the Sunrod. Although now Foxy's just going to trigger immediately. So we'll Snow again. And it's over. Easy fight. And so now Lil Berry's also going to be back to full health. Recovered from injuries, back to full health. Very nice. All right, finally beyond the demo. I'm at the point now where we're beyond the demo. So now we're really going to get into it. Let's pick up our treasure. Let's see if we can get a clunker here to give the scrap charm to. Mimic. These are all clunkers. Well, Heart Mist Station synergizes very well with Lil Berry, right? Every time Lil Berry gets healed or gets hit, it takes 1 less damage and it gains +2 attack. Mimic is interesting, especially if you can buff it, because it can fire off very quickly, right? If you have something that's hitting often, it'll just keep firing. Which actually, that does go well with, for example, Foxy, I think. It basically gives an extra 2 damage to Foxy. You can think of it as basically giving everything +2 in a way, right? +2 damage to everything in the row, because it just fires off at the same time. But I think I'd rather take the Heart Mist Station. Yep. Now what do we want? Ooh, Muncher could be good. Muncher is the card removal. That's how you remove cards from your deck. Blinksdale's fine. We have enough. I mean, honestly, our companions are pretty fine. We don't really need more. There are things that could be better, potentially, maybe, but we don't need to worry about it. So I think we go to Muncher, because we can get rid of some of the dead cards. Look at it. It's so cute. This game, man, the art style is also so cute. That's the other thing I'm loving about this game. All right. I mean, honestly, Pinkberry Juice is not that helpful because we have a lot of other healing, so it's mostly just a waste of a turn or just giving +2 to a Lil Berry if we want, but other than that, it's not helpful. Snow Sticks, even though they're weak, are really important for tempo. Obviously, these are important. So it's probably just Scrappy Swords. I've talked about how Scrappy Swords are useful, but Barrage makes Scrappy Swords slightly less useful, and also the fact that we're hitting so hard with Foxy. Like, the 2 extra damage in the back line is not going to matter that much. Definitely get rid of 1. The question, though, is do we get rid of Pinkberry Juice or do we get rid of Scrappy Sword? Pinkberry Juice is a little bit hard to find the time to use, is the issue I run into a lot. That being said, it does heal for 4, so the, like, damage, it is a 4 points difference as opposed to a 2 points difference, right? In some sense. But I do think our damage is not really our concern. I mean, hitting back row stuff is useful, but I also suspect later in the run, the enemies probably get beefier, so the Scrappy Swords probably matter less. I have to assume. Yeah, so you remove 2 cards at Muncher, and then that's it. Okay, let's go pick up our treasure. Oh, I could give the thing the charm, the clunker the charm. I probably should. 2 to items in your hand, that's kind of funny, but we don't. Our items are not doing much damage, so it doesn't matter. Frostbell reduces attack, applies to all of them. So it's a barrage. It reduces the attack by 2 of all the things in the row. That's pretty cool. Pepper Reaper is interesting. You know, if we throw that on Foxy, that's effectively 9 extra damage the next time it attacks. Or it can make it easier to trigger Big Berry's healing or something. But Frostbell's probably safer. I mean, we have healing, and so it's not too much of a concern. But a barrage that just hits, oh, it also does 2 damage. That makes it a little bit harder to use. Although not that much. I think we take the Frostbell, though. Hitting all the enemies for -2 attack is not bad. I mean, that seems pretty solid. It'll stuff a lot of damage. All right, these are new enemies. I've never seen these before because these were not in the demo. So here we go. We're into it now. I'm gonna have to start learning now. Everything up to this point I was very familiar with. Woolly Drek, eat a random ally, absorbing. Oh, that's interesting. Grumble. So any random ally, and it just absorbs all of their information, except their counter. So it does not gain their counter, but it adds their damage and their health and everything. That's interesting. So that means we really should focus down the Woolly Drek, and then if it eats something, then because then we're effectively killing it by continuing to attack this. Because no matter what, it's going to absorb something, right? Although, it doesn't matter, right? Effectively, all the health pool is combined in a way. Either way, we're playing these out. Wow, we didn't get either of our berries. That's fine, I guess. We have a lot of stuff here we want to play out. It's unfortunately we can't play the Shellbow after we get 3 allies. If we want to play it here, which I do still think I want to play it here. But I also want to play the Flame Water, I want to play Shellbow, and I want to get the Heart Mist Station out. I forgot to give it the Charm. Oh well. We'll have to do it after this. And Sunrod could be good here, especially after the Flame Water. Yeah. So let's Flame Water. Let's Sunrod. How do I do this? This will hit for 21. So that's fine. Hits for 2, that's fine. Oh, I wanted the Heart Mist Station out too, though. Well, I had to play those 2 in that order. Or I could have played Heart Mist Station out first, I guess. And Shellbow, and then play... That was how I should have played that. Oh, well. Let's play the Heart Mist Station. Oh, I've done this wrong again. I should have Shellbowed first. Because now I can't Shellbow without hitting the Heart Mist Station. The Heart Mist Station's gonna die. This thing hits for 7? I have to slow this. I wasn't even looking at the damage number. I have to snow this. I can't let this swing. It'll kill whoever it hits. I should have moved Foxy to kill this thing also. It's okay. Foxy will still kill soon. I think I need to play the snow out here, though. I need to keep the snow stacked where I can. I also do probably want to play Shellbow. When hit, gain 2 teeth. Deals damage to attackers. Oh, that's scary. These enemies are getting dangerous, that's for sure. So I think I play the Shellbow out, and then I cycle. I want the extra health here. This also actually restores their health by 1, so it only does 1 to them, because Heart Mist Station heals them. Okay, so Foxy kills here, and then hits the Pawpaw, which leaves it at 7, and gives it 2 thorns, but the thorns applies after, presumably. And then Grumble hits for 2, whoever's in front, which we can just put Big Berry in front or something. Actually, we could put Lil Berry in front and start stacking damage immediately. That's the choice. That's the play. Because now we get +2. That hits there. I kind of want to kill the Pawpaw, but we need to use the slow on the Bigfoot. Unfortunately, because I cannot afford to let the Bigfoot swing. So that's fine. Actually, I probably should have played Big Berry first. Alright, the Goblin's getting away, unfortunately. Let's play Big Berry out here. I will let Grumble get hit again, that's fine. Or I'll let Grumble hit Little Berry, it'll plus it even more. Now the thing is, I do want to kill this Pawpaw. Maybe I should just be hitting the Pawpaw on my own. Because otherwise it's going to hit back for... Well, whoever kills it is just going to take 2 damage and kill it. So let's do this. Grumble hits. Gives Lil Berry a +2. Now I think I move the stuff, though. I think I put this here so that Junit can kill the Pawpaw and hit the Gromble, and then Foxy kills the Gromble and hits the Bigfoot. That's not bad. And then Lil Berry, oh, it kills the Bigfoot because Lil Berry also swings. Well, all of our stuff here is not important. I think because everything's dying here. But I might as well play something. The question is it worth it to... Yeah, I guess playing it here just gets me an extra attack in, but nothing's going to hit because it'll just miss. But Sunrodding here on one of these means that they start their counter again sooner. Because they attack now instead of waiting until the end of the turn. So yeah, so there's the combo. And now everything's reset. Big Glue. Okay, 4 counter, applies 2 snow, and hits for 5 on a barrage. Pawpaw we've seen, and Bigfoot and Gromble we've seen. Okay, interesting, interesting. 2 snow every 4 turns could be scary. But as long as we kill it fast enough, it doesn't really matter. We have so much damage throughput from Foxy here. Now, that being said, Bigfoot is, I think, still our biggest concern. The Frost Spell is helpful, I think. It means Gromble doesn't really hit for anything. And the Bigfoot only hits for 5, which I could actually tank. I could also just cycle here. Do I want to play this Frost Spell? Is the Frost Spell helping? I guess it's not really, right? We drew it back anyway. So here's what we do now. I smack some people and give them armor with a shell bow. Nothing else changing. Is there anything else I'm going to want to play first? No, not in particular. We will probably Sunrod Foxy to kill some stuff. We're gonna let Lil Berry take the hit from the Gromble here again. But now Foxy can hit for 21 against the Bigloo. If I play a Sunrod. Alright. That's down to 4. If I snow it... Oh, I want to move big. I want basically, if it's only hitting for 1, it's literally does nothing because of Heart Mist Station, because it just hits for 1 and then gets healed up. Although actually it hits the armor, so if they're at full health, it does still hit for 1. But in this case, it hits effectively for 0, but it also gives me +2 here. So I want Lil Berry to take that hit. And I think I snow the Bigloo but for 1 so that it dies before it can attack. And then I also probably want to snow the Bigfoot after that. Just so because I don't want the 2 snow being applied. So now how do we want to get these kills through? This is overkill. This barrage actually kills that. It does not kill the Pawpaw. But it puts Pawpaw at enough to die to 1 hit from Foxy, right? It puts it at 7. So Foxy hits, takes 2 damage, and then swings through here. But I want to slow this so that it doesn't get a hit in. And then Gromble hits here for 1, that's for 2, that's fine. Alright, this fight's over. Oh, Bigloo's the mini boss. But I still get combo points here, right? Yeah. Killed everything. Got the 4 times combo. Look at that big money. I forgot that Bigloo was the mini boss. So when you kill the mini boss, the round ends at the end of the turn, regardless of who's there. Alright, do I want a Traveler or do I just want more money? I kind of just want more money. This build, the companions here are pretty okay. Especially with, I mean... Big Berry maybe is replaceable, arguably, right? Big Berry's really not doing much at this point. It's mostly just because Lil Berry's getting healed off Heart Mist Station. Foxy's getting the Flame Water. Junit is required. So Big Berry is definitely a replaceable slot here. Now the question is, do we replace? It depends on what we see here. I guess it's worth seeing. The alternative is money for like an extra charm or something. Big Berry's really not doing much anymore. Colonel. Ooh, more shell. So Pyra, when it triggers, it does not attack. It has no attack, but it applies 6 pepper. So for example, if we put that behind Foxy, it would give it extra 6 pepper, meaning the next attack would do an extra 18 damage. That's pretty nuts. Now, it's only every 5 counter, which is very slow, right? So it's not very, very fast. Chomp Bomb is solid, right? Chomp Bomb starts... Oh, I think this is nerfed. I think this in the demo was 3-5. So, because it was kind of wild. And I think it hit harder, too. I think it was a 3 attack. Because I swear I remember it basically default hitting for 8. You play it out, and it hits for 3 plus 5 for 8. Now it's only hitting for 4 default. That's much more balanced, I think. Because it was... Chomp Bomb was so strong in the demo, I remember. Like, you just... On its own, it's already by default like a 3 health hits for... Or a 8 health hits for 8. And then the health goes down and the damage goes down. But if you keep it in the back line, it just keeps smacking. Colonel's interesting. Colonel has to be in the front, and it applies shields to the ally behind, but not very helpful here because we want Lilberry tanking hits to gain health. Could be good in front of Foxy or something, for example. Now, that being said, we already have some ways to apply shield, so Chomp Bomb does get stronger, right? If we just keep using Shellbow with Chomp Bomb, it keeps building its attack and its health. So that's probably the choice here. Because it's going to be basically as good as Big Berry was anyway, except that it can get stronger. So I think we take Chomp Bomb. And we swap Big Berry out. Alright, let's go shopping. Sunlight Drum is cool. Sunlight Drum is a barrage, counts down by 1. So all the 3 in a row that you use it on just get their countdowns triggered, reduced by 1. I think I do want another crown, though, because I want to get some of these out, like, a little bit. I mean, there's an argument to be made about getting Heart Mist Station or getting the Flame Water out instantly on Foxy. That's actually possibly the right call. Either way, I think I definitely want a crown for something. Spice Stone's not helpful. We don't have any spice still. And Storm Bear Spirit's also not great because we only have snow sticks to apply snow. Blaze Tea is interesting, but I don't know. The consume ones that are buffs are a little bit hard because, like, you have to get them. I mean, they can be pretty strong, I think, if you're using them on the right target or on a good target, but you have to have them in hand to use, and then also you have to have the target out already. It seems a little bit difficult at times. Where do I want this? So who do I want to put this on? I mean, both these are good, but getting Flame Water out on Foxy means, because the problem is if it's not in our opening hand, we get our first attack, because Foxy's in our opening hand, we play it out, and we get 3 items. If it's not in our opening hand, then we have to play them out or redraw aggressively to get the Flame Water on the first hit. So I think it actually is worth it to put it on the Flame Water here for that combination, because this just makes Foxy a 21 hit attacker for free as our start, right? That seems like the way to go. And I don't think... I mean, okay, Sunlight Drum is pretty good. Especially because we have enough stuff that we'll have lined up that we want to keep throwing it out. I think we take that. Even though it's not discounted. And I think I take a Charm. Just the one. I don't think I take a second one because it'll take all our money. Pinch Charm. Draw 2 on kill. That's good, especially since we know who's killing. Oh, I could apply this charm too. I should. Because this is our only clunker, and also we want it to survive. We can shuffle it to the front to take a hit now too, and have it keep surviving. Now, okay, the problem is a lot of our stuff is going to have kill potential, right? All of our stuff does have kill potential, but I don't think anything has kill potential quite like Foxy, especially because Foxy can kill 3 things in 1 turn, potentially. Right, so this has got to go here. Alright, our combo is getting very set up here. Yeah, I don't think we take another charm. I think we're good there. Is this going to be the next boss? Oh, it is. The Phase 2, the Act 2 boss already. Let's do it. Alright, more new stuff. Okay, the boss is Truffle. Split when 10 health is lost. Break into 2 cards with half the health and status effect. And status effects. So it just splits everything that's applied to it. It gets split in 2. That's interesting. It floods the board too, right? So it won't... Oh, there's nothing, no reinforcements coming, at least not labeled yet. So I guess that makes sense. Whenever anything takes damage from poison, it gains damage. Applies 4 poison, destroys. There's nothing else applying poison. If we kill both of these things, we're not going to be worried about the poison. It's just hitting for 4 every turn. when it splits, it does hit even harder, which is a little scary. But, for example, if I put Foxy out here, I apply this. Now, 3 turns, this is just going to blow this up. Or this, whichever one I want to go for. If I can get... Oh, this will kill... Okay, Chompom I can set up in a way that will kill Pop Shroom, I think. Yeah, by doing some damage or something. So let's throw Chompom here. Who does it hit? That's the other thing. Does it hit the front of both rows? Because it's in both lanes. That might be who... It might hit both. Which is a little bit interesting. So we actually want to get Lil Berry out in front. And also we want the Heart Mist Station out. Okay, this seems fine though. Alright, so Chompom will kill here if I also do 2 damage. Or if I just use Lil Berry with the Sunrod. Except Sunrod is best on Foxy because it's such high value on Foxy. So let's just hit here. Okay, we drew 2 off of Foxy, which is nice. Oh, there's the reinforcements. 2 more turns to reinforcements. We could kind of flood the board by hitting for enough damage here. So presumably it'll hit here for 4. So we want the Heart Mist Station out so that this will heal Lil Berry and gain health. Yeah, hits the front too. Great. And now they both hit, and that'll split once, and then it'll hit whoever's in front. The Frost Bell doesn't help here. Sunrod's good, though. I should just use the Sunrod before I rotate. Alright, so this is actually going to split instead. Alright. Oh, Barrage is good against the split also. When an ally attacks. Okay, we're fine. We have time on that. Foxy will just kill a bunch of stuff here. I maybe want to switch these, though. Or switch these 2. Because this is Barrage. We want this hitting a bunch of stuff if possible. Oh, maybe I want it here then? Like this? I'm not sure. This is questionable. Should be okay, though. Apply 1 aimless. It applies poison. 1 poison, 3 random things. Shouldn't be too bad. Should be okay. We actually can already cycle. Shellbow would be helpful. Sunlight Drum's helpful. Do I want to snow anything though? Or frost? Use the Frost Bell. Frost Bell doesn't really help. These 2 aren't gonna get affected. I wonder how the split works here. I do want the Shell Bell because it'll actually buff Chompom here too. So let's do it like this. Let's play our Shell Bow here. Because now Chompom hits for 7. There's the split. Alright, that's cool. That's not bad. So now the board is flooded. Okay, Foxy will kill both of these here. If I put it here. So that's good. And then Puffball will survive, and that's fine. Because there'll be nothing in the row to trigger it. Oh, or it's any ally, but there'll be nothing to trigger it. That being said, I could also Sunlight Drum here. I basically just want to be using all the sun stuff on Foxy, though. So to that end, what am I going to do? What's the play? I could just Sunlight Drum, actually. I could Sunlight Drum here. Because then this instantly triggers Foxy. Oh, that's right. Oh man, our hand's getting so full. Alright, now a bunch of stuff is going to attack. And that's kind of okay, I think. They're both hitting for 4. And that's applying Shroom. How does... Oh, Shroom... It probably breaks the scrap. So let's put our healthiest stuff in front here. We can tank 1 hit from the Truffle. Oh, except then the Puffball is going to hit it. Okay, or I can just trigger... What I do is I set this up here. These can all take the hits here, right? Ooh, taking 8 is actually scary. But Foxy, if I play Foxy, or if I Sun rod on Foxy, Foxy kills 1, kills 2, kills 3. And we actually don't take that much. We should be fine here with that, yeah. And our hand... So apparently the hand limit is 9. That's good to know, because we're drawing a million cards and it's fine. Alright, we're in no problem. We should be fine here. Alright, Lil Berry's taking some damage, we're fine. All the countdowns are basically full now, though. We don't ever really need to use the bell, because we keep just redrawing our hold. Oh, it's not even the card limit, it's our deck limit. Our deck is just straight up empty. I mean, look, because of that, I literally can just keep spamming Sunrod on Foxy. Because it uses 2, and then it kills some stuff, draws it back up, and then it counts down from 1 for the turn. And we're back at 2. Which I guess I just go. I think I do that. I think that's the correct move here. Because now it draws it back, and we just get it, and we keep going. And now we go again. We just play the Sunrod again on Foxy, and we just keep swinging. It draws it back, and that's over. Oh, we didn't get the last one, though. We don't get the last bit of gold we could have got. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Act 2 gives us... We pick one of the other bells. Well, I'll be honest, the draw is almost meaningless now. I think I do take the companion limit. Because the extra draw, we are basically able to draw our whole deck off of Foxy now. So we basically are going to have our full deck at all times. Interesting. I was wondering what would happen after the second boss. Now entering Frostlands. Alright, Act 3. Money or treasure? I mean, our treasures are okay. There are other good treasures we could hit. Especially because we're going to have our whole deck in hand. Assuming the hand limit isn't 8 or whatever. Assuming we're able to draw more cards, then we will off of Foxy almost certainly. Let's hope he hits something good. Shrew Mine. When hit, apply 4 to the attacker. Mobile Campfire is good. I'm not going to have enough space for everything. When an ally has a healed, apply equal spices. Also interesting. With the Heart Mist, it means whenever anything takes damage, they take 1 less damage, and they also gain a spice. We don't have that much other healing, though. Pinkberry Juice, which whatever. I mean, with Big Berry, it can work, because Big Berry will heal. But again, Big Berry's not killing that much. Mobile Campfire, though, in the same row as Foxy, means with the Flame Water, Foxy is hitting for 30, just by having that out on the battlefield. So I think that's the right choice. Now the thing is, our battlefield's going to be very flooded. Oh, I forgot to put Big Berry back in. I have the companion limit. I could have. Ooh, that was a mistake. Because technically we do want Big Berry in our hand, just to have more options. But oh well. I mean, as always, we're going to start off with this. Alright, so here's some new enemies. Hello, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. Alright, Haze. When attacking, hit a random ally instead. Interesting. So it's a confusion debuff. That's scary. But we can control who it targets, because it just is whoever it hits. Good, just writing stuff. How about me? Doing good, doing good. I've been so excited for this game for months and months now, and it just released, so I'm very, very hyped on that, and I'm just playing through it. This is the first, still just the first run, and I mean, it's been great so far, as always. I mean, it's literally the first run, which before we've even gotten access to all the other stuff. But yeah, I've been so pumped for this game. So my day is very good for that reason. So let's see. We have a lot of good stuff to play out here. We want to play Lil Berry. We want to play the Campfire. Sunlight Drum is good. Honestly, Foxy's just going to kill before it hits, so it doesn't matter. So now, this is crap. It has 3 ice block, which is kind of cool. Look at the flavor of it. It's got 3 blocks onto its body, and it's got 3 ice block. It would be funny if those cracked as we hit them, but I don't think they will. But that'd be kind of a funny thing for it to do. And then another Burster. So Foxy will kill here and then hit 1 here, and we want to get other things hitting this, because Foxy hitting this is kind of a waste. But I think it's fine. So let's get this out. We want this to start counting down. And then we want the mobile campfire. Oh, mobile campfire means actually Foxy will kill with 1 hit and hit here twice, which I guess is fine. Yep, that's fine. Now, what do I want to play? I could play Sunlight Drum just to trigger this sooner, but it's not necessary. I could also Snow Stick to slow down the crab and knock off a block. That's probably better, because getting rid of the block will be helpful. If I could have dropped 2 block, actually, Foxy could have killed. But, oh well. Foxy will still kill pretty soon. Yes, let's knock a block off. Okay, we get our draw. Heartless Station. So applying 1 to the Burster is fine, except that, or to Lil Berry would be fine, except that it means that Lil Berry is going to hit something, which could hit our campfire, which would be annoying. If it hits a teammate, that doesn't really matter that much. How's the game going? Sounds like you're really passionate. Yeah, I mean, I've been so excited for this game. This is the kind of game I love, but also just specifically, everything about this game has been so interesting and fun that I've been waiting for it for months and months. So I'm very excited to be playing it finally. And so far, it's been great. I mean, it's doing all the things I was hoping it would do. And this is just the first run. I haven't seen much yet, still a lot to see. Card games are your thing then? Yeah, I like card games. But in particular, I like a lot of different genres, but roguelike deck building roguelikes are like one of the genres I really enjoy and have played a lot of. You know, like Slay the Spire especially Slay the Spire has been like one of my favorite games. But when I played this, the demo, and like found out about this, I was like, this could be a game that could reach Slay the Spire levels for me. It was something I could feel. And here we are. Okay, so the other choice here, and I think maybe the correct choice, is to just Sunlight Drum. Burster hits here, and then Lil Berry hits... Oh, and then Lil Berry doesn't swing until later. It will eventually swing and hit our teammates somewhere. Strategic card games, sort of. I mean, yeah, like tactics and stuff. I mean, it's not... I guess it's sort of strategic, but... I'm not good at strategy games, like actual strategy games, which makes me feel like these kinds of games have a different way of thinking than real strategy. It's like the difference between strategy and tactics, right? Like, tactics is like in the short term, or like what's the best move, what is going to optimize your value in the short term or in the space of a smaller system, versus strategy is like a larger scale thing. Because I'm not good at strategy, I find. I have a hard time seeing the big whole picture a lot of the time. But with tactics, tactics is a lot of me just like running small scale numbers and determining what the right choices are, roughly, or what decent choices are. I mean, I think Sunlight Drum is still the best choice here. I could see an argument for Heartless Station. But Sunlight Drum lets us get this hit in first. Oh, but then Barrage is going to be timed wrong. So never mind. We want the Burster to hit here. If we had a Snow Stick, that would have been great, because I could have slowed the Burster. But we don't, so we just have to let Lil Berry take it and see what happens. Oh, maybe I put this here, though. Oh, but then Lil Berry's gonna hit harder. Never mind. Wait, we don't want it in the same row. So let's just hope Lil Berry doesn't hit. Is in the same row. Random ally. It could hit the campfire. Anything else it hits is fine. If it hits the campfire, that's not great. But I think I play the Heartless Station. Oh, that'll make it hit harder, though. Oh, this is weird. This is a weird situation. Actually, then I think I just Frostbell here so it doesn't do any damage. Or I just stab something. If I stab the crab, then Junit kills it, so that's fine. Now this hits... It hit the campfire, of course! Oh my goodness, the one thing I was hoping it wouldn't hit. Personally, I'm a fan of murder mystery media. Love solving things and finding out who the killer is. Ooh, yeah, I mean, that's always... I can see the appeal of that, for sure. I don't really play very many murder... Or I don't really consume much murder mystery stuff. I mean, I like watching it, or like reading it and stuff like that. Reading and like watching. But like playing murder mysteries, they're fun. I just don't really play that many of them, you know. It's a ton of fun searching for evidence, figuring out who's safe and who's not, things like that. Yeah, I can definitely see the appeal. It's very like logic puzzly, so I can see the appeal of that kind of thing. Hey! Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream, and I hope you're having a good day. Thanks. Yeah, I hope Hope you had a good stream. I hope that you have a good rest after stream now as well. Okay, so now though is where I think I do want to use the sunlight drum, because that means Foxy kills a bunch of stuff here, and we just draw everything off of that. How's it going yourself? I'm doing good, doing good. Oh, except Foxy's reset now. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm doing really well. I've been so pumped for this game. I keep saying it every time someone mentions it, that I've been hyped for this game for months and months, so the fact that it's finally out means I'm naturally in a very good mood. I'm gonna make some breakfast and get ready for work. Ah, dang. Wow, you were streaming before breakfast, before work? That's quite the endeavor. I could never do that. That's not in my in the cards for me, being able to stream before working in the morning. I can imagine streaming in the morning, but not before work, because it's too much mentally for me. Currently playing FGO again. Oh dang, I've never played it. I can't handle mobile games there. Or wait, right? Wait, what am I thinking of? FGO is the mobile game, right? I can't remember. Alright, so we have Shellbow. We probably play the Shellbow, but I think I'd play the Mist Station first. What else is in here? Chompom and Sunrod. It's fine. Yep, Fate Grand Order. Okay, that's what I thought. It's the Fate mobile game. That was what I thought it was, but... Alright, nothing's gonna trigger here. Gobbling isn't gonna get us much going regardless, unless I just start bashing it with snow sticks. But Heart Mist Station and Shellbow means we basically take 1 damage, gain 5 armor for everything, and that's what we want here, I think. When hit, apply 2 block to a random ally, but not to itself, presumably, because otherwise it's literally impossible to kill it. So we have to kill the other stuff first, which is interesting. And then we got the Burster here. We will probably want to slow the Burster, because all of our stuff hits really hard, so the Burster is actually kind of scary. But let's get this armor here, because this also buffs Lil Berry. Not that it matters, but Lil Berry's hitting the crab. And then this will kill the crab, and that's it. It will not kill the goblin. Crawler will hit for 4. Where? Oh, the Heart Mist Station. I should probably take it on the chin. Although the Heart Mist Station can tank a hit, although 4 is not that scary. We can probably just take 4, especially because the 4 will gain us an extra 2 attack here. But we do want to snow stick the Burster. So they are resistant to snow, unsurprisingly, right? Because being able to stall its only value is from the haze, so it really wants to be able to apply it as often as possible. I could also rotate to try to get, but Foxy's gonna draw me the rest of my cards here, or a bunch of my cards here. Oh. This will kill Crawler, and then it'll hit. That's fine, too. That works. Alright, so the block went to the Burster. That's fine, but we got it through with 2 hits, meaning it only applied 4 block overall. Or no, it only applied 2 block overall, because it only applies 1 when it gets hit. Now the Barrage, we actually want Junut in the Barrage over here. Wait, did I not draw? Did I discard it? No. Oh, it died. The campfire, I forgot. It died right at the beginning. Okay, Barrage here is fine. Oh, the Goblin's getting away, though, so it actually doesn't matter. We should probably just go after the Burster. I can't stop unless... No, it's not worth the 4 coin. So I guess I just play Chompom out so we can get Chompom into play. Okay, I do need to cycle here because I really need to stop this Burster from popping. Oh, I could have done that with the Sunbelt. That was dumb. That was wrong. Okay, well, we redrew the Sunrod. Because I can Sunrod here, trigger Foxy instantly, get kills, and then break a block. That's the correct move here. And then Crab is going to swing for 1. We want it to hit the berry, I guess. Or no, we want it to hit the Heart Mist Station because it's hitting for 8. So we'll just tank the hit with the Heart Mist Station. But let's kill with Foxy here. And we draw the rest of our deck, or draw more cards. The Crab hits the Heart Mist Station, that's fine. Numbskull, here's the boss, the mid-boss. While active, add Hog-Headed to all enemies. So we cannot recall anything. Doesn't matter. We're not in a situation where we want to recall stuff anyway. So that's not a big deal. The issue is it has 12 block. So this is going to take a lot of damage because our stuff hits hard, but thankfully Foxy at least does also hit 3 times. We need to kill these bursters though. So Junit's going to be necessary to kill this burster in the back. And then we can kill the others with stuff here. Chompom we want to hit with. Lil Berry we want to hit with. How do I want to do this? I think I might Sunlight Drum here, because that gets us a lot of value. It hits Foxy, which is good, and then, of course, it just gets these resetting sooner. None of this other stuff is important. Shellbow could be useful, but it's not important yet, because nothing's hitting, and also our damage doesn't matter yet. Because we've got so much block to bust through. Okay, that doesn't quite... That Burster's not dead, but it's fine. The Burster will die soon. Especially because I can now start infinite sun rotting, right? Or I can also infinite sun... Well, okay. I do want Foxy here. I'm going to kill this burster and knock off the block here with this with another sun rod. And then I'll redraw them both. Okay, Numbskull hits for 6. Which is not too bad. I can block that with some stuff. Okay, we'll put Barry in the front, though. Oh, I need the Barrage, though. Okay, so this is how we want to have this set up. I wanted to give Chompom some extra armor, but actually Chompom hits here, it hits the block, so that's fine. We don't need the armor yet. How do I want to do this, though? Maybe I Sunlight Drum, and because I actually need the Barrage to be hitting to hit the Burster, and I need to slow the Burster down too. Maybe I just need to be slowing the Burster. It's hard to say. Unfortunately, because of the resistance, it makes it a lot harder. Every turn that I don't slow it, it's going to be doing other stuff. This at least makes it does hit it for 1 also, which is something. Okay, Lil Berry will kill this. And then Barrage will hit these 2 and hit Lil Berry for 6, which is fine. We're going to keep snowing here, I think. Just keep slowing it down a little bit. Okay, Lil Berry's low, but not concerningly so. And this isn't going to hit for 4, so we're fine. Actually, we can also... Oh, man, this has so much block. It's kind of wild. But it's fine. Now is maybe where I go for a Shellbow. Although, if I want to kill the Burster, what do I need to do? Is there a way? I don't know that I can in the time. Oh, I actually... Well... No, I don't have anything that does enough damage. I can only do 4 damage to it in the 2 turns. Which is unfortunate. So actually, this is fine. We take the Burster hit with Chompom, because then Chompom actually gets weaker, goes down to 3 damage, and hits a random ally. And that's fine. That's acceptable. Okay, so that's our play. But first, so in that case, what am I doing in the meantime? I'm giving armor here. Alright, Burster... So now we put Chompom here to tank the Burster hit. Chompom does 3 damage to somebody, all of whom are fine. I mean, we can't block him anyway. I mean, I could heal Pink Bear. I could heal Lil Berry or something if I needed to. But then I think I just want to keep throwing hits in as quick as possible. Which means just spamming Sunrod. Or I Scrappy Sword and then I can kill the Burster next turn, although I don't know that the Burster's going to come into play. Alright, that's totally fine. Yeah, Burster's not necessarily going to be an issue. Well, if I Scrappy Sword it, it definitely won't be an issue, because... Junit will kill it before it can attack. So now, okay, this is not a concern. It's dead. And which basically means we've almost won the fight. I would like some armor here, I think. So I think just to be More wary of the numbskull hit that's about to hit here. But I mean, Junit has a lot of health. That's not armor. We didn't draw it. Oh well. It doesn't really matter. I could throw some snow down, I guess. Okay, we could just stall it out. That's also fine. Actually, that's good because it also knocks off the block. And now Foxy kills. No problem, no problem, no danger at all. Alright. Oh, drone page. I have the storm. Oh, this is the final boss, I guess, or the end of this act. If there, I guess there's not an act 4. Wow, I'm really gonna make it to the final boss. In my tutorial run. Look, I mean, not bad, I guess. All right, let's see. What I want though, a charm. I do probably want to take this bath because I want to be able to go to the shop more than this other stuff, and the charm is also nice. Goat charm applies demon eyes. I mean, look. So the nice thing is I probably just want this on Foxy because Foxy's already hitting hard and it means it applies to the subsequent hits, right? We apply Demon Eyes on the first hit and then it hits for whatever, 14 to 20 and it does that 2 more times and it leaves it for the next time we hit. Foxy is just going to be our powerhouse here. Nothing else is worth it here. Foxy also has our lowest countdown, so... I mean, I could have gone to the shop, I guess, and seen if we got anything there. I don't think we're going to see anything that's more worth it there, though. Berry Blade's interesting, but probably not worth it. Could take another crown. Get the campfire out, turn 1. That honestly might be the play. It means Foxy's just going to be hitting for like 1,000,000 damage on turn 3. And that lets us draw more stuff. I mean, I think regardless, the crown is what we want, but I just don't know where we want to put it necessarily. Frostbloom doesn't matter. Demon Heart, none of this other stuff matters. We'll just take charms. You know, I could probably take bread charm. Can't consume. Okay, bread charm's not great. It's like a worse cake charm. Loading for FGO takes ages. I forgot about that. Oh, really? Dang. That's annoying. I mean, I can kind of imagine. It's like one of those games that has a bunch of stuff it needs to load. So, like, we had the cake charm, which gives consume and increases effects. Bread charm just gives consume. So it's just like a worse cake charm. Though it can apply to, like, a sword, I guess. We can get rid of our swords. Although, I don't know how often that's going to matter. Or the pink berry juice or whatever. It just lets us get rid of a card that we don't want, but we're cycling through our deck very easily at this point, so it mostly doesn't matter, I don't think. Oh, I need to put Big Berry back in too. Even though actually I think Big Berry is mostly not helpful because our board is going to be full. But whatever. Alright, let's scrap a sword, I guess. Or let's consume a sword. Tasty sword. Chomp chomp. I mean, I guess I don't know what's going to happen after the Eye of the Storm. I guess I should just spend my money, though, right? Next one's probably 90, though, and I can't afford it. Frost Hand Charm. Look, so, okay, so 3 charms is the maximum you can apply, so this would be the last charm I could put on Foxy. Foxy having 3 countdown and hitting 3 times means it is a good option because it just hits so frequently. It applies a lot of Frost. Now, that being said, applying it to Junit's not bad either because it applies to everything, which is 1 to everything it hits. But it's still less frequent, right? So it doesn't hit as often. But applying Frost to the things that Foxy's hitting doesn't matter because Foxy's going to kill, like, the same turn. So it's probably not worth it here. It's going to get very little value. Junit actually can at least occasionally get some value hitting backline stuff and preventing them from doing damage. So I think that's the right choice. And that's all we can afford because next one's 90. All right, Lord. Page 3 of the lore. The Emperor's Shade. As we approached the eye of the storm, snarls and roars echoing through the icy winds, we encountered this otherworldly shade. Haunted creatures crowded around it as if they were under its thrall. This shade, it can possess not only inanimate objects, but actual living beings. Fighting it is hopeless. I must go back and warn the others. Do not approach it by any means. Wait, is that where I'm going? It can possess living beings. So it's the thing that's controlling and sending enemies at us, maybe? Or like maybe that's why things are fighting us? Although some of the enemies don't look like they're possessed. They look like they're just created by it, like the snow people and whatever. I mean, it looks like that's where we're going either way, so... In we go. Here we go. Frost Guardian. Oh boy. Mega Mimic. Trigger when an ally attacks. Lose 1 scrap. And it hits. It's a Mimic that hits for 5, has 3 scrap, and has Frenzy. Oh, everything gives Frenzy, because Rock Hog gives Frenzy. If you kill the Rock Hog, the things lose Frenzy, though. Smack back. So the counterattack, I guess Frenzy's 2, probably. Which means we don't want to hit it, because it'll hit us for 8. And this only triggers when something attacks, so, which I think it does probably trigger off Smack back. I don't know the exact interaction here. But in any case, we don't want to be hitting this yet. We want to kill this row first. When health lost at equal... Okay, we definitely don't want to be hitting this first either. Because this is doing nothing yet. In any case, we go here, we go here, go here. Apply Flame Water. So this is the only thing that's going to cause us to take damage at this point. Until the reset. Until the reinforcements. Because this does no damage. It will do snow. No, it won't. It'll just do 0. This doesn't. This is a counterattacker only. This is only. Hey, Yoko! Thanks for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. I hope you had a good stream to relax after coming back from Japan. And I hope that you are feeling good. Thanks for dropping by. All right. So, as it is, yeah, this is the only thing that's gonna hit us. This only triggers when something attacks. Oh, it will trigger off the Frost Guardian, actually, so that's something to keep in mind. But it shouldn't matter, because it's going to die out right off the bat. We can also get the rest of our team out, although... Salmon raid, yep. But yeah, I hope you had a good stream. Hope you're having a good evening. Alright, so how do we want to do this? We just want to blast through here, right? Because Foxy's going to obliterate here. Probably post my raid message before ending the stream. How's Wildfrost? Looks cute already. It's been great. This is literally my first run, and I think I'm already getting to the final boss first run, so I don't know what that says. I don't know if that's because it's easy or because I am good at the game, or I am doing a good job, or getting very lucky, but so far so good. I'm gonna make it. I don't know if I'll finish the run, because I don't know what the final boss is gonna be, or if this is the final boss. This seems unlikely. Or maybe it is, but I don't know. We'll see. Either way, it didn't do the... did it? It is glowing like a boss. Or it is purple like a boss. Okay. Maybe I want to put Chompom out and then Shellbow. The thing is, I don't want to hit this wall until the stuff back here is dead. So to that end, I kind of just want to hit the Mega Mimic to knock the scrap off. The thing is, the spike wall will kill Foxy if Foxy hits the spike wall without armor or health or something like that. So I think I do play Chompom first. Right, because then Chompom can hit the Mega Mimic once. I can Shellbow here to give them all armor. So I don't actually need the campfire here. I could, because Chompom will break, this will break too, and then kill the Rock Hog, and then we'll be good. I don't need the campfire setup here. I can start setting up my other stuff though. I could put out the Heart Mist Station. I don't really need it yet. But I can put out Lil Berry to start getting the countdown going. Alright, that kills there. We draw a bunch of it. Okay, we drew our Sun Rod. That's actually pretty big. Now the thing is, I kind of want to just smack the spike wall on my own, I think. This does nothing. It's just going to hit for 0, so we don't care about that. Actually, it'll trigger this and tick it up twice, I think. Or tick it up, because it's not getting double strike anymore. So I think I just start hitting the spike wall with my swords, right? I'll use the Consume Sword to get it out of my deck. Do I want to get Big Berry in, or do I want the Heal Mist Station in? Oh, I need the Heal Mist Station to gain the health here. Or to gain the attack here. Okay, well now my board's full, so Big Berry's not getting played. Let's just start hitting this Spike Wall, though. Ooh. Oh boy. I gotta kill this Spike Wall quickly before everything... Because Junut's actually gonna hit them both, which is gonna trigger here, making this... It's gonna give this an extra 3. That's scary, actually. I need to be the one killing this Spike Wall here. I need to kill it quickly. Okay, that's fine, though. I can do that. I can just start smacking it. Junit will hit it once. It'll hit back for 7. Oh, it's gonna hit back for 7 now. Oh, this is dangerous. It hits so hard. Okay, if I put everything here, none of it is hitting that, at least. That's actually pretty big. But now it's all gonna hit here. That's gonna kill it. Who's gonna end up hitting here? Okay, 4. No, well, Foxy will. Is there a way around? How do I want to number this, or to do these numbers here? Who do I want hitting this? Who can survive? Either one of these two. Foxy cannot survive, so Foxy has to go first. Oh, but Foxy has Demon Eyes too. Oh no, there's no way. Foxy's gonna die. Foxy's gonna hit it no matter what. I have to pull Foxy here if I don't want them to die, which I don't, because I need them to have all the bonuses. So maybe I put this here. Now this hits 7 and 4, or no, 7 and 10. So this will kill here. Foxy will be here and not die, but I need to kill the Spike Wall myself. So I need to move this. I need to pull Foxy. And I need to just hit on my own with the sword and a snow stick or whatever. This is fine. Oh, actually, I'll put this here, though. And then I break the Spike Wall. Okay, Spike Wall's down. That doesn't really matter. Now we can cycle and get Foxy back. Please? Oh, no, Foxy. Come on. Okay, we get our Shell Bow. Alright, Frost Guardian's gonna hit for 2. That almost doesn't matter at all. Let's apply a Shell Bow. And... what's the order here? I actually don't want to hit Frost Guardian first, because otherwise this will get a bunch of extra damage. So I need to kill the Grink as well. Ooh, the numbers here grow so quickly. As this is currently ordered, it's fine. This hits and then we hit this for a bunch and then this gets reset and we can kill it after. So I either play Big Berry or I just try to... I think I just reset for Foxy, because otherwise I have to spend 3 to get to Foxy. Alright, this hits here. Chompom hits for a lot. This goes up to 11. But now... Junit's gonna hit for 3. Little Berry's gonna hit for some. We want to get Foxy out. We need to kill this also, though. Because as it is, it's hitting for 11, which is a lot. Although the Heart Mist Station can actually tank the hit, so maybe that's what I do. I just play Foxy and let those hit. Alright, this is fine. Their counters are high enough that it's not a concern. I let the Heart Mist Station tank the hit. And I am probably going to Sunbell something. Or Shellbow. I think I Shellbow here. These are the ones that I want Shell on, right? I mean, Junit probably wants Shell too. So that's fine. Heart Mist Station tanks the 21 hit. This thing's hitting for a lot now, too. That's right, because it canes it for itself also. Okay, wait. I need Foxy to just be killing here. Foxy will kill here. No, not quite. Foxy plus Chompom kills. Frost Guardian will break the Heart Mist Station. That's fine. And then... Oh, not quite. Wait, 13 plus 21. Yeah, that kills. Oh, no, it doesn't. 13 plus 21 is 34. It's too short. With the campfire, they kill. Okay, but here's what we do then. We put those two there, and then we use Sunlight Drum, and then we kill. It's over, right? Got him. No problem. Oh, no! Oh, it gets a phase 2, and everything's huge now. Oh, that's bad. I was not ready for that. Okay, what's hitting hard here? This. When an ally is killed, lose half health and gain 2. So we want to kill the allies now, which is fine. We can do this. We have the... Everything's hitting, though. These hits are fine. These are hitting for 1. These are not scary. We're not concerned about that. The problem is these two. 48 and 28. We don't have enough. Nothing here can block that. We just have to tank it on our things. I mean, okay, I can have my companions tank the hits, or I can snow one of them. The problem is they're both behind here, and they're going to be annoying to hit. Now, Junits can hit them in the back, but this is going to heal them too. So I might want to snow this. This is also getting a hit in though. Oh, that's annoying because this is hitting for 2 first on whatever it hits. Okay, I just have to let both of these die. I can't, there's nothing else I can do, but I can slow one of them. The fact that this one's first is the problem. If this was third, then we could just let these tank the hits and then have this hit whoever for 2, and that wouldn't matter. Okay, so the play here, I think, is these hit for 1. That does nothing as long as this is still... Oh, these are not going to be up. But it'll... This damage we can tank here. I think I tank it on Little Berry because the companions I can always pull as needed. So we slow here so they don't get healing. Hits there, that's slowed still. Now this is Aimless 31, so that's not great. We definitely need to stop that in some way. I could stop it with Foxy if I can draw well. Sunlight Drum will do it. Because now Sunlight Drum will kill the Bigfoot. What order do I want to do this in? Does anybody one-shot this? No, none of them one-shot. But if I can get... This will kill 2 things with Foxy, so we'll draw more cards off of it that way. And then Chompom will kill the 3rd one. Yeah, that works. And then I can Snow Rod Plum again. So Sunlight Drum here. Alright, now this is up to 8 health, which is a little scary. 8, which is a little scary. Oh, these things are hitting hard. I don't have enough snow sticks to stop this. So I have to sack somebody. Somebody's dying here. We need to keep Foxy alive. Little Berry's not doing much. Nor is Chompom. Who's more valuable here? We don't have any more healing synergy though. Chompom can keep scaling. Little Berry cannot. Oh, the order here makes this... Oh, no, this is fine. Chompom takes 8... Or Little Berry takes 8 from the Frost Guardian. Takes 48 from the Grink. And then we're going to snow the Plum. So that it can't go. Because we don't want the heal hitting here. And then Junit will hit a bunch of stuff here. And then we can kill the Grink next turn. Okay. Now these are all hitting this turn. Nothing else is hitting here this turn. This Demonize on the last hit also means we hit very hard on this last one. I think we got it. I think we're good. Because I can slow again as needed. I can also apply Barrage here to get Chompom more health or more attack. Although I don't know if that's the best. I think I might just want to slam through with Foxy. I can also kill the Grink, which maybe is helpful too, because that halves the health here. That's worth it. So now this is at 59, and now so this should just kill. Yeah, Xaxes. Oh no, plus it's extra 2. Okay, no problem. Boss defeated. What the? Oh, that's the possession that it was talking about in the lore. Wait. So am I gonna have to fight myself? Oh, it's the end of the run! And then this, okay, there was some hints, there were some things in the trailer that suggested this might be the case. This is probably gonna show up in a later run as an enemy now, because it's been possessed. Actually, maybe it shows up in this fight at the end. Wow, I won the tutorial run though. Very first run. I don't even have access to the village or anything yet. Man, I guess having played the demo enough got me to the point where I knew how to at least get through that first run pretty solidly. All right, back to town. Look at that, look at that. 60 snow, bunch of shell, lots of damage. Blings, I got 160 blings from combos. Highest damage hit for 26. That was the last hit right there, because we hit with Chompom for 13 times 2, which was 26. A 26 hit is hefty. Damage blocked. Nice. All right, winning on round 1. You love to see it. New Frost Guardian ascended. It's the whole team? Oh, wild. And wait, these are the ones, these are the ones that were still on the battlefield when I won? No, I killed the Grink. It was just the Plum left. But I guess this is who we fought against. So is it the whole, oh my goodness. Am I gonna have to fight my own team later with these stats? Because if so, that's gonna be rough with the charms and everything. Oh boy. Oh, they're slightly different. The charms are upgraded, right? It applies 3 and this applies 3 Demon Eyes. This is gonna be scary to fight against. Although it doesn't have the it doesn't get the flame. So thankfully a lot of our power here was in our synergy with the flame water and the campfire. So this isn't gonna be hitting for 30 baseline. It's just gonna be hitting for like 10 total with the Demon Eyes. But the charms are still here. What was the other charm I had on here? There was another charm, right? No, maybe not. Oh man, that's wild. Pet house construction completed. New pets start each journey with can be unlocked in the pet house. Frostoscope. Use the Frostoscope to keep an eye on the Frost Guardian. What does that mean? Inventor's Hut. Okay, so this is for the items. Welcome to Snowdale. You can construct new buildings in the town by completing challenges. Check back here after each run to see what you've unlocked. So I will note, I 100% intend to play this off stream too. So this stuff will be advancing as I play off stream, because I'm not gonna, this game is a game I'm gonna be playing on my own time. And also, I mean, the runs, if the runs are self-contained, right, I'll unlock new stuff, but I can always just talk about the stuff I unlock as I play. But like, each run itself is sort of its own thing, so I don't need to worry too much about that. Okay, what's this? Daily Voyage. Oh, it's the daily run. The daily voyage is generally more difficult than the main game mode. Each day a new adventure will be generated with random cards and modifiers. All cards, tribes, events, and charms are unlocked during daily voyage runs. You only get 1 attempt. Good luck. Ooh, maybe I should start off with that. There's a bunch of stuff I've never seen before. But today's the daily run. Maybe I should give it a shot while it's today, right? Since we're on stream anyway. And then I could do more regular runs off stream and do unlock stuff. So this is this is like this Tribe 2, which I don't know anything about. But apparently, I guess it looks like their mechanics involve the frost and demon eyes more. Little Gauzy. This is the representation of Gazador, who does the art for the game. Adds +2 attack to allies. That seems nice. Gain 3. Oh, so this is like similar to Smackback. I mean, it's thorns. It's instead of counterattacking, but it's operates similarly where it does damage when it gets hit. But it also increases it every 4 turns. That's neat. Totem of the Goat. So this applies Demonize to things when they attack. Explode 9. Wait, that's new. This didn't used to have Explode. Unless this is... Oh, it's because it has a Bomb Charm. All friendly and enemy clunkers have Bomb Skull Charms. Oh, yeah, okay. And the Bomb Skull Charm gives it Explode 9. Deals damage to all enemies in the row. So it just blows up enemies when it dies. So you can use it as a sacrifice to blow stuff up. So this is a lot about taking damage. Actually, yeah, look at this whole run is going to be... We're going to be want to focus on getting hit. Like, the Frost will reduce the damage taken, but then they'll hit and blow this up and take damage from the Thorns. And then they'll hit this and blow it up and take damage. Lumen Bell. All effects on all cards are boosted by 1. Interesting. Those are both positive things, but I guess the run is more difficult. Summon Junjun. Junjun, aimless. Hits a random target in the row for 2. So why is this a mask instead of being just a summon? Instead of just being a companion? Oh, I guess it doesn't take a companion slot. It's like a companion that's not in the companion slot. Because you just play it out and it just becomes this companion. It also might interact with other stuff in some way. Deal additional damage equals tar blades in hand. So if you have 3 of them... Well, I assume it's after we play it. It's the other tar blades in hand. I don't know. Like, is it going to hit for 1 if it's the only one in hand? But if you have 3 is when it becomes equivalent to a sword. It must be include the one itself. So it must always do at least 1. And then if you have 2 in hand, it's the same as a sword. And if you have 3, it's better. Blizzard Bottle. It's fine. All right, let's do it. Let's do this daily run. That'll be how we what we do today. A lot of new stuff that I'm not going to be familiar with because it's a new tribe. That being said, Frost we've seen a little bit of, Demonize we've seen a little bit of. They're not the mechanics of, well, this might just be a generic item actually, but the Frost is a mechanic that we can kind of see in other things, but it's not one of the main mechanics of the first of the Snow tribe. All right. But like this is a new character, and the teeth is sort of new. We saw it on an enemy, but we haven't seen it on an ally. All right, this will be interesting. The penguins will just beat themselves up against the taiga, which is nice. They'll just die instantly, actually, so we just throw that out. Lil Ghazi actually doesn't help taiga, which is interesting. Does it include itself? Allies must mean others, right? Oh yeah, because like the other thing said self and allies. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's play that out. We could summon Junjun also. Maybe I want Ghazi first. Okay, the penguins will kill themselves. So I wonder if this counts as getting a hit when when it hits here, when it takes teeth damage. I wonder if that counts. Maybe it doesn't. We'll find out. Let's demonize though. Or let's put like the totem so it'll demonize itself. It does not count. That's good to know. Very nice. Let's play Junjun. Aimless, so summoned. It has a summoned keyword. Loses health after triggering and cannot be recalled. Oh, so that's the difference. They're not just companions. They also are summoned. Is it just 1 health, presumably? So it's like, it's a timer on how long it can last out here. That's neat. That's kind of a cool... So that's one of the mechanics of this tribe, I think. The Mask tribe. Alright, so the Tarblades presumably will just do 1 or 2 here. They're basically useless. So, which is to say, I'm just gonna move on. Oh, we drew... Oh, that's our whole deck! Okay, so we just have all of our Tarblades in hand every redraw now. So that actually, they become strong now. I could summon another Junjun. Oh, it's also reusable! Oh, that's something worth noting. We could just tank hits with them too, then. Why is all... Oh, because Lil Ghazi's making us strong. Alright, let's just Tarblade this guy. Let's see how much it does. It does 4. So it doesn't equal to the number including itself. Well, we'll just play these out, I guess. I mean, when I redraw, I'll just redraw everything. Oh, I could slow it down, but it's gonna die to Junjun anyway. Okay, there's the 1 trigger. Alright, Big Peng is fine. I want this in the front, because it'll... Come on. Because the penguins will just blow themselves up against it. That being said, I don't want all of it. I want to kill off some of them. Although I could just kill the big peng. The 10 health is so small, it's really not a concern. Although, Taiga is not super high health to begin with. So let's just kill these. Okay, now everything is basically gonna... They both die, and now we blow this guy up. Okay, we can just kill here for free. Well, anything is gonna kill here. No problem. So far, so good. Okay, here's our choice. Another companion. We already have 2 companions. I mean, a third one wouldn't be bad. An item either way, or charms. We have a lot of good stuff already. I mean, we have a lot of stuff that we could use charms to begin with. So maybe we just go for the charm. We also are getting a good companion at the end regardless. And getting 2 companions probably not as helpful here. That being said, I could imagine replacing them potentially. Oh, this is a new charm. Boon Fire Charm. When consumed, apply 2 Overburn to all enemies. Explodes when more than or equal to health, damaging all targets in the row. Clears after activation. Interesting. So it turns them into a bomb. Why does it say it has to... Oh, because if they have block, it probably blocks it, but then it clears it. So if you apply it to an enemy that has block and you get over their health, they'll just blow everyone up, but the block will block themselves and it gets cleared. But anything that doesn't have block will kill itself in the process, right? Because it hits itself too. But it turns the enemy into a bomb for however much damage you're applying to it. That's cool. It kind of reminds me of Corpse Explosion, right? From Slay the Spire. When consumed, apply to all. Oh, it has to go on a consume charm. And it applies to all enemies. Oh, that's interesting. They all become bombs. That's not as helpful, though, unless we have other things that are going to give us overburn, which maybe that's one of the mechanics for this tribe. So maybe the charms are tied to the tribes, too. Because if we don't have things stacking overburn, that becomes less helpful. Well, Snowcake consumes. Mimic. We don't have much that's actually attacking, because Taiga's not attacking. And the others are slow, so Mimic's not helpful. Snowcake would be something we could put the charm on, and it would slow a thing down for 13. Demon Heart applies 2 Demon Eyes because of the Lumen Bell. So that's actually kind of scarier, and it only adds 1 additional health. Snowcake's probably the best option here, then. Now the question is, do I instantly want to apply my Boon Fire Charm? I guess so, right? What else am I mean, the Snowcake is good enough. Snowcake, especially, like, I mean, we could slow stuff down with the Blizzard Bottle and the Snowcake. The problem is anything that resists snow, Snowcake becomes worse, but anything that doesn't, it just takes it out of the fight and turns it into a bomb. Turns everything into bombs. There's an argument to be made for holding on to it until we get to, like, a shop and see what we can get, but it's okay. All right, more new enemies, or new allies. Well, Big Berry we've seen. Splinter. When deployed, copy the effects of a random enemy. Oh, it paints on the enemy's face. That's cute. So, of the effects, so it still is gonna, the stat line's gonna be the same. 4 health, 4 attack, 4 counter, but it'll gain the effects like the abilities and the keywords and stuff. That can be useful, but it seems very swingy, because who knows what the... Like, some things don't trigger except on death, or some things are not as helpful for us. Also hits ally behind, Barrage. Is it only the 1 ally behind, or is it all of the allies behind? I mean, we could kind of finagle it so it's only 1, but that still is interesting. Has a lot of health, hits Barrage. That's interesting, but I don't know the mechanics of this tribe enough to know how helpful that is, or how I would make that work well. I mean, Barrage is nice, but hitting your teammate, especially because if it buffs and hits the teammate for the same amount, and if it hits multiple teammates, that's sketchy. And we can't put it in front of Taiga, because then it'll take damage from hitting Taiga. Can't put it in front of the Totem of the Goat, although we could just use it to trigger Totem of the Goat. I think we just go with Big Berry again. Big Berry is a nice tank to have in front. And I mean, we can always rotate it out later. What is this? Oh, Frostoscope. Oh, this is the Frostoscope we unlocked. It lets us see the final fight we're going to do, maybe? Oh, interesting. I wonder if they change over the run. We unlocked this after the first run, but I don't know what it does. Or I guess it's just telling me what the final fight's going to be. This is the same fight, though, that we did last time. Well, this is new. That's wild. Explode 9, and it buffs everything. That's kind of wild. It's because of the bell. It's not just my stuff. All friendly and enemy. That's so scary. So normally you just want to kill this quickly, right? With your stuff and clear it. But now it's going to have to do, it's going to explode 9. So we have to put something in front of it that can tank the hit. Mimic too. That's scary. And if it puts up a wall, oh, maybe this is replacing the wall. All right, well, I think we just take Big Berry. It's boring, but the other two seem a little bit harder to make work here. Oh boy, the Mimic has Explode 9. All the clunkers having Explode is scary. Oh, what am I gonna do? I need to put, oh, I can use the summons. I can just use the summons to tank hits, because I don't care, because I mean, them dying doesn't really matter, right? So let's get Lil Ghazi out. Porcupine's also gonna barrage here, which is a little scary. Unless I snow cake it. I might have to snow it at some point, and that's fine. But let's get the Junjun out so that I can blow this Mimic up. Let's snow bottle this so we don't have to... Although, do I even care? Yeah, let's snow bottle it. And then snow cake this. It's only going to hit for 2. I don't actually care if it hits this for 2. It'll survive, so... Let's hit... here. Oh, the Mimic! Oh, the Mimic triggered. I forgot. Oh, I'm dumb. Can we draw the... No, we didn't. Yikes, this is wild. Okay. I need to get another Junjun out so I can blow up the Mimic. But if I want to play the stuff out, the barrage is going to have to fire off. I mean, something's going to have to tank 4 here. I could do the Taiga, but then the Taiga's going to blow up the Mimic. So I guess it's just Big Berry here. Alright. Okay, if I play a Totem also, then... Oh, already, actually, because of Lil Ghazi, Big Berry's already going to kill Porcupine. So we're fine there. Madloon kills the Frostinger, because it's got a stinger, see? Oh, there's another Mimic back here. Okay, the Mimic's not going to fire, though, because this is going to die and the Goblin doesn't attack. So, I guess I play Taiga out, though. Oh, Taiga's sketchy against these Mimics, though, because Taiga just gets blown up by a Mimic. Which I guess isn't the end of the world. But we would kind of like to avoid it. Now the question is, do I dig for the Junjun mask to blow up the Mimics? I kind of feel like I should, but on the other hand, I could play a Totem with a Goat out. Is the Totem going to help me here? I don't know that it's that important right now. Well, I could use it just to blow up the row. Oh, but then this blows up and kills everything. Or kills everything in the other row. So never mind. Oh, also, actually, my rows are full. I'm going to have to withdraw something if I want the Junjun to tank it. Because Explode hits all the enemies in the row. So after Big Berry gets hit, I might have to pick it up. Which is fine, I guess. So let's, maybe I just start smacking the Goblin for some money. Am I afraid of this Hostinger? Not really. Okay, Lil Ghazi will kill the Goblin. Porcupine. Okay, this will hit for 2. This will hit for 2. This will hit for 1. This will hit back for 7 and gain back 3, and then we can pull it as well. Well, it'll hit for less though. Oh wait, I have to hit this. This will hit this for 2, because this is gonna reduce this to 5. So I have to hit here. Oh, I forgot about the extra mimic hit. That was dangerous, but we're fine. So now we pull Big Berry. And we reset, and then I play a Junjun out. So this is not attacking, so this is safe. We play a Junjun out here. And the Junjun, we blow the Mimic up here to pop the Junjun. Because, unless... No, there's no way. I was trying to think if there's a way that I can get it to kill it without... But the Mimic will kill it without blowing up. I need to kill the Mimic, so... Alright, I'll just blow this Mimic up. That's fine. And now we need to cycle again so we can pop the other Mimic. So this is fine. We can put these here. I could snowcake this now, actually. So this doesn't go off, and also it turns them all into bombs. Overburn. When destroyed. It didn't trigger, it didn't automatically hit the other row, because that overburn killed the scrap, and I didn't intend for that to happen, and I thought it would blow up this row. But it didn't. I don't know if it's because it died to overburn, or if it's just because the row is empty. Can I actually have it hit an empty row? So attacking, if the row is empty, it automatically retargets to the other row. And most effects work that way, but maybe the explode doesn't? Maybe leaving a lane empty works? Huh. Oh, now we're in an interesting situation where these things will chain react. If I pop this, well, not quite. It'll do another 2 damage. Everything just needs 2 more damage, and then they would chain react and kill each other. Which I guess I can kind of get away with by doing here. Because now this will hit for 5. Explode, hit this, then this'll, and then this'll also die. And then this'll hit here. So that's not bad. I mean, we'll play the Blizzard Bottle, I guess. The only thing that's surviving here is the Ringer, so we'll play it on the Ringer. Oh! Never mind, that didn't quite work out the way I was hoping. Because I forgot that this is going to apply 3 to a random enemy. I didn't account for the snow globe counting for that. That was a mistake. So let's do this to pop it. Oh, it's only in the row. It's only in the row. I'm dumb. Alright, let's reset. Now we have all our stuff, so now we can play out Big Berry. Can play out the Totem of the Goat. Totem of the Goatem. Ice Lantern. I don't want these things to blow up. Alright, so here's how we're gonna do this. This thing's hitting for 8? Jeez. Okay, I might need to blow this up properly then. Oh, this is kind of annoying. Okay, if I kill the Ice Lantern, that breaks this, and this, or it breaks, and this is only gonna hit for 5. And this will also pop, it'll blow up these 2, which is not great. I mean, this will still survive. I could also just pull Big Berry, although I don't know how it works. I'm still not convinced. But that's fine. I need to reduce the damage I'm taking from this. Yep, Big Berry took a hit. That's okay. Let's pull Big Berry. It's tempting to pull Taiga too, to be honest. But we're not... Well, it's... Yeah, Taiga doesn't do... Well, we can wait until after this one trigger. Because then we'll get the teeth up, and then we'll shuffle it back in. Because we're going to cycle again after the trigger anyway. And the question is, do I want 2 damage versus the snow? Yeah. Because now this triggers Overburn. put this in here. We redraw. And, I mean, we just kill with the Tar Blade. With anything, because this kills too. We'll kill with the Overburn, though. So, interestingly, though, as we saw, the Overburn, we actually have to hit that threshold, because otherwise it doesn't trigger. If we kill that thing outright, it doesn't pop the Overburn. So we actually have to make it hit 2 or 1 for it to trigger the Overburn when they only have 2 blue fire on them. Right. Snails and a treasure, charm and a traveler. We have 3. Honestly, I could see traveler because I would like to. After saying I didn't care that much, I would kind of like to replace some stuff. I mean, Big Berry's not really that helpful here. There's definitely stuff that would be better. The money could be okay, the treasure could be okay, but the charm is also nice. I mean, money is nice for the shop, but I think we go this way. What do we get? Charm. What do we get? Spark. Spark. Trigger immediately when deployed. Cannot be recalled. Ooh, that's interesting. I mean, I could put it on my leader. And then it just gets an instant attack out the gate. What do I want to trigger instantly, though? Who do I actually want triggering immediately? Most of them are just attacks. This increases whatever, but it's still not that useful. Let's get let's get one more traveler, and then we'll make a decision, because we'll see if we get something good here. When destroyed, summon Dreg. That's interesting. Wow, look at that thing. Unfortunately, we can't use the Spark Charm on this because it doesn't have a trigger. It's just when it's destroyed, it summons the thing, and it won't affect that or anything. But look at that. That hits for 15 on a counter 5 counter. That's neat. While active, adds Tusk to all allies. That's cool. I need a way to block damage though. I need damage mitigation because right now I have Tusk and stuff, but I don't have any. This is my only damage mitigation, and it's not very much. Double Overburn. That's nifty, but that's nifty in combination with our Snowcake, because everything has Overburn, but it's only on the target. So we need more Overburns. That's like a payoff, but we don't really have the enablers yet. Tusk is probably the safest. Tusk just makes everything have 4 teeth, which is that just means every time they get hit, they are going to hit back for 4. Which is a decent chunk of damage. It does make math hard, especially with the explosions. It's going to set off a lot of bombs if there's any clunkers in play. I think that's the safest, though. If we can find damage mitigation, that'll make a big difference. Like block in some form or more frost. I think, as far as I understand, the shell is one of the Frost tribe's mechanics. So teeth is sort of is a mechanic that's, well, it's not the same, but it's like another defensive mechanic. Well, okay, so Frost seems to be the damage mitigation for this tribe, as opposed to Shell and the other one. Although maybe they all get healing as well. Healing would also count as damage mitigation. But Frost seems to be the damage mitigation for this tribe. So we're going to need more of that. But I think Tusk is still the right option. The question is, who do I replace? Big Berry does heal. That isn't true. Lil Ghazi is... The thing is, Lil Ghazi doesn't work well with Taiga because Taiga doesn't have an attack. But it does work well with the summons. And it works well with, everyone else. Like, that's a lot of extra damage overall. And it works fine with Big Berry. It makes Big Berry more likely to hit. I don't know, though. Honestly, maybe I don't use Taiga here because this is giving Tusk to everything. So anything in the front can be in the front lines and have Tusk. Yeah, that's probably the right option. If I get more Tusk synergies, then I could definitely imagine putting Taiga back in. Because that means Taiga, with Tusk in play, will start off with 6 Tusk. Or sorry, with 6 teeth. I keep calling it Tusk because that's this companion's name. I think as it is, though, we can have Big Berry in play in the front and with 4 teeth. And also our leader in front with 10 health and 4 teeth. Alright, well, Frost Bloom is that's damage mitigation, right? Frost Bell is also damage mitigation, and it applies to a lot of stuff. That might be the way to go. That's probably good. but I don't have enough for that and a crown. Oh, that's sad. I have enough for that and a charm. Make a copy of an item in your hand. That's interesting. Frostbell feels important here if we're going to be playing with Teeth, though. If we want Teeth to be our like win condition, which currently it sort of is our best shot at a win condition. No, I mean, I could see an argument for finding items and just having them all blow up repeatedly and having that be a win condition, but Explode 9 is a lot of damage, but it's not enough damage because it's just a one-shot 9 damage to everything, which only gets you so far, right? Frostbell seems good here. Especially because the Lumen Charm makes it 3 instead of the 2 that it used to be, that was in previous runs. Oh, I would love to have a crown, though. I need 3 more coins? Oh. Who would I crown? Probably Tusk. Well, I guess nothing here is super vital to crown yet. I still can't even Spark, right? Oh, I could Spark, but none of it is useful. Maybe Madloom, maybe the leader Madloom, but that's it. The others are just for a single attack. It's not very helpful. All right, we'll take this. Do I also take a charm? That's tempting. I think I might. Gotta take our cheap charm, right? The 50 charm while we can. Hog-headed. Interesting. So Hog-headed gives it +7 health, but it makes it you can't recall. But Spark already, if we double these up, that could be the way to go. We need to find a unit that has a good effect and just put them both on. Because then we double can't recall it, but then also it gets a bunch of extra health and it triggers immediately. None of this stuff is where we want to be for that, though. I mean, I could see Taiga being it if we end up really going in on Teeth being our win condition, because then it gets 3 Teeth immediately. You know, that could be a plan, because then also the extra 7 health is pretty big. We just need more healing is the concern. I mean, I can just rotate things in front and back as necessary. So if Teeth is our win condition, then Lil Ghazi does become less important. We're relying a lot on stuff to hit us, though, which is the weird thing. I mean, we still have... these still can attack, and we still have Tar Blades to hit. So it's not like we can't do damage without taking damage. Yeah, okay. What do I have anything else before the next fight? No, it's a boss. Okay, let's swap them in. And let's give Taiga both, because now then with both in play, this gives an instant proc, which means it'll be at 5 teeth to start, and then Hog-headed gets an extra 7 health. Let's try it. I don't know that this is right. It's hard to say because I don't know. We might get better cards to put this on eventually, but for now we're gonna do it. So now it starts with 15 health and 5 teeth, and Tusk will get it up to 9 teeth. So that's a pretty good teeth companion to have. Will it be enough? Ooh, okay. It's very good against Makoko. Okay, we got the Infernoco Act 1 boss. I wasn't, because this is the only other boss I've seen. So against the Bamboozle, it's a lot scarier because it's hard to hit the stuff in the back and everything. But against this, Makoko just dies to it. Can we please get it? Yes! Alright. So, Makoko's just gonna die in 2 hits here. Immediately. Alright, so Makoko dies here. Gives it +2, unfortunately. Oh, gains 2! Is that because of the Lumen Bell? I just realized it's affecting card stuff on here too as well, maybe? That's crazy. Everything is scaling so fast. Gain +2, so it's gonna give it 4. Oof, that's wild. It's fine though. I could just... Oh, I don't have a way to kill it here. I wonder how this works though. Maybe this will count. No, barrage is... I don't think it'll work, right? Still worth a try so we don't take damage, I guess. It did work. Because it didn't give it anything. It was at 1 and it's still at 1. Okay, that's good, that's good. So we negated that, which is great. Now the question is, do I want to play 2 cards out or do I want to redraw? I want to redraw for Tusk, right? Well, okay, actually playing the snows is fine, because that just slows everything down here. I mean, I could snow this, I guess. And I Tarblade something for 2. Yeah. So this will hit for 0 and take 5. I could snow it. I don't know if that's worth it. I kind of want to wait for reinforcements to use the cake, because it's a lot stronger the more enemies there are. Just because the overburn affects it. And also, it's only going to apply 1 here. That's not very helpful. Now, that being said, if I hit this... then now, if I hit it with 1 more, it'll die. But I want to redraw to get everything else out. So let's play Tusk out. Although we don't need Tusk immediately. Tusk can come out whenever. Although he has an attack, but the attack mostly doesn't matter. Oh, Big Berry can kill here actually. And gain health, although that doesn't really matter. Ooh, we want the totem too, but nothing's attacking yet. Things will be coming out next turn though. So I want to get some stuff out. Maybe I do want to get Tusk out because I might want the totem soon. Well, I can play 1, 2, 3 and we should be fine. Wait, this wants to be in the front though. So we do have to use Tar Blades to kill this Frostinger. Or just kill Infernoco. Infernoco is not going to last that much longer. So we're really not that concerned. Okay, we don't need to get that out yet, either of those out yet. We can just Tarblade here. Although I can Tarblade next turn too. Because this at least gets my counter going. Oh, this barrage does nothing now. So actually I could just let it die to the teeth. Alright, now anything that attacks into Taiga just dies. So we're really not concerned. Alright, it's over. We can just survive everything and they all die. Right, this hits for 0, this hits for 1, this hits for 1, and then they all blow up. Goodbye. Oh, Infernoco has a phase 2. Alright, what is the phase 2? It just... oh, it's on fire now, so it gains 2 attack every time it attacks. It's similar to the Mokoko, but slower and more health. Doesn't really matter, though. It's going to be too slow. It's going to die to the teeth the moment it tries to attack. Especially if it attacks 2 people at once. I don't want to do this like that. Oh, great. Oh man, the Frost Barrage is great because we actually have taken like no damage because everything gets frosted and then attacks into the teeth. Okay, this is... my uncertainty was unwarranted. This was a good play. Let's put this here. It's attacking for 0, and it's gonna die pretty much straight up. I could just redraw. I probably should just redraw, because I think there's better stuff in my deck. It just dies straight up. Oh yeah, because it gets demonized too. Oh man. Obliterated. Honestly, maybe I take the Fellowship Bell just so I can also play Lil Ghazi. Do I care about Lil Ghazi though? Not really. It's all teeth is all I care about. And the summons basically act as my other fill-in teeth slots because they just take a space and they chump damage and do teeth damage in return and then die, and that's fine. Lil Ghazi is increasing the attack on these 3 by 2 each and applying 4, but that's not very much, right? The counters here are so slow, they're not attacking very often, nor is Ghazi. We're definitely all in on teeth here. So in that case, what do I want? The bell so I can cycle to Frostbell more often, and the mask. I don't really care about the tar blades, right? I don't care about the snow cake gets used once. Blizzard bottle I could use, but like half my cards I just want to get repeatedly. So 3 cards. So redraw bell is good because I play the 3 and then I redraw for free. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So has this changed? No, it looks the same. Alright, SKs. We get a companion either way. So it's Muncher and Bling Snail or Treasure and a shop. We don't have enough money for the shop, so Bling Snail and Muncher it is. We can get rid of some stuff. A shop is a waste of a space if we don't have the money, you know? These are all new. Here we go. Shen. Apply 2 Overburn. Increase by 1 when hit. That's neat. The Overburn is nice because it blows up the row, too. Trigger when an ally is sacrificed. So is there an actual specific sacrifice mechanic, though, as opposed to just dying? There must be, right? When sacrificed, summon Chikani. Oh, Chikichi, right? Ichi 1, Chikichi, Chikani, 2 heads, and then Chikasan. It's going to be a 3-headed one. And it doubles the stat, right? It goes 2-2 to a 4-4, and then it's going to be a 6-6, presumably. Killed by team. Oh, sacrifice just means killed by team. Okay, the blowback, the guy with the bazooka that hits your own team, makes more sense now. Because sacrifice is not keyworded. It's just when something blows up on its own team. Or, I guess if I kill it, that probably works too. That probably, if I tar-blade it or something. I don't have anything that's hitting my teammates, though. But now I understand that is one of the build or the archetypes is sacrifice. Oh, that's neat. But I don't have anything that enables either of these. This is never going to trigger because I would have to just stab my own stuff, which is not worth it. Especially since I already have a win condition. Overburn is helpful though, right? And especially because we want to be tanking hits. So it gets hit, increases Overburn, applies Overburn, and then when they get low enough, they just blow up other stuff. So this is fine. Although, I don't have the slot, right? Is it better than Big Berry? Maybe. Big Berry's not doing much. Big Berry does have a health pool, which is significant. My skin color changed. Oh, whoops. Well, yeah. I mean, it's just my hand motions. It's because I'm gesturing in front of my camera, and it's triggering it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I could have just left it. So let's see. Big Berry's not doing much. Shen wouldn't do much either, but Shen has less health, which is a little bit scary. But we can always rotate them out. So I think it's still better than Big Berry. Big Berry gives heal, but we're not really... If we're playing it correctly, we don't take damage. And also, if we're not taking damage, the health pool doesn't matter, right? So I think this is fine. We just got to really try to hit our Frost as often as possible. Got a bunch of money. All right, Muncher, what are we ditching? Tar Blades, maybe? Tar Blades get worse the fewer we have, unfortunately, but that's what we don't want. Junjun is useful. The snow is useful. Especially with the teeth, Junjun becomes very useful because it just becomes a sacrifice fodder that blows them up with teeth. Totem the Goat is great because it when they swing, they get demonized, and then they take double damage off of the teeth. So it's just 2 Tar Blades, right? Alright, so the Tar Blades are very dead now, though. Because now the best the Tar Blade can be is 2 damage, and mostly it'll just be 1 damage. So Tar Blades are dead draws. We just kind of want to find a Muncher to get rid of the other 2 at this point. Conqueror deals additional damage. Okay, so this is like a Chompom, like an enemy Chompom. Okay, Shell Witch gives shield. Okay, so they're both just buffing these. That's their whole plan. That's fine. I need crowns, though, now. My combos are basically set up, but I need the crowns. Okay, I can use Snow here to enable this, though. Although, the Conqueror's not going to trigger in time. But I want to play Tusk, I want to play Shen, and then I can Snow, and then I can cycle through and get my other stuff out. Yeah. Oh, my deck is so thin. Who do I want first, though? Shen, definitely. Shen is the one that we want triggering sooner. Probably here, I guess. Wait, is it based on health? So shell doesn't block that, right? This is just gonna instantly blow up. Well, it'll do 2 damage to the shell, but it'll, okay, it's gonna instantly pop, but it actually won't kill it, because it'll probably damage the shell. But it'll instantly pop to deal 4 damage when it hits, so that's not bad. Let's play the Tusk out. We're gonna take 4 damage here. I want to slow something. So let's snow this. Take 2 damage here, get stabbed. And now this will apply bomb and kill the Shell Witch, not kill the Conquer. We can get our other stuff though now. We definitely want to get Taiga out here. So let's put Taiga in front. We want this here though. So yeah, instantly pops. That's cool. Okay, we gotta be a little bit careful. We don't want Conquer taking Shen taking too much hit. Well, we definitely want Taiga taking hits regardless because we want them to blow up against Taiga. This does not quite kill. It's close. Oh, with the totem it kills. Alright, totem kills it. Great. I forgot it did extra damage equal to the shell. It almost killed Taiga. I was not counting. I was looking at just the damage it was going to do without the 2. I completely forgot. Oh, that was so dangerous. Oh, this is bad. I need to really be careful now. I was not accounting for the shell. I completely forgot that it does extra damage equal to shell. Alright, how am I going to do this then? That was so dangerous. We probably want to, what? We can use a Junjun Mask as a chumper. Where do I want it though? Well, it doesn't matter. We can decide after. Okay, so that weakens that, which is nice. Because now this dies against the Madloom. Or against whoever it hits. But it gives everything shell in the process, which is unfortunate, but there's not really that much we can do about it. We can frost some stuff. We can frost these. Now, unfortunately, this is still going to hit hard if it hits, so we can put it here, though. So it hits the Junjun. Do I watch anime? Yeah, although I haven't watched in a while. Being in Japan makes it more of a pain to watch. I could slow here, though. I think I do slow. Or snow. It's hard to say, though. Unfortunately, the Hog-Headed and Spark mean I can't pull Taiga, so Taiga's just going to live in the danger zone. We can only put him in front of things that are very frosted, is basically our plan. Right, the snow is good. Let's throw the snow. We can just throw it on the Gobbling. Get some money out of it that way. Oh, that counts as hitting it, so I can just keep smacking the Gobbling with those. Alright, that's fine. It's going to hit for 4, gain 3. Let's see if I can frost it here. Good. So now it only hits for 1. I still don't really want it to hit Taiga, though, even though Taiga would kill it. But it's fine, I guess. Still too sketchy. I could have it hit Junjun, though. Junjun is disposable. Oh, it dies because of the... I keep forgetting about the Demon Eyes. Alright, we definitely want attacking the Junjun. The Junjun is fodder. Which we can immediately replace as well. Let's just keep farming this Gobbling for money. Oh, that didn't quite kill it. It lived with 2. Bongo. When hit, gain 2 attack. Okay, interesting. And these are just the same shell guys. Okay, Tusk kills Conquer. And that's fine. I can just permanently snow this guy. This guy's out of the fight. Actually, this is going to trigger a bunch of explosions, too. Yeah. Alright, we're basically... that snow cake came in at the right time. We will play another Junjun Mask out, just as fodder. Oh, I miscalculated there. I should have done that different. Well, I don't think it mattered. I could just kill the pecan here. What else? Or what else am I trying to redraw on? The Frost and the Blizzard Bottle. I mean, those are our best cards. That's what I was saying, right? That's the reason we got this bell. So we can redraw for free quickly. Because I can do this now. And this. We can actually infinitely snow. Bolgo. It changed. It got bigger and it's starting to become something different. Was it always Bolgo? It might have the name. I don't know if the name was different, but look at its face has changed. But I can just infinitely snow it because I could just Blizzard Bottle repeatedly. So let's just kill this with that. Alright, this is over. Its single target is over. I can also infinitely Frostbell it. Although it's going to keep building, so the Frostbells won't keep up with it. But it does not matter. Because this applies 4, and it takes 3 turns for us to redraw. Alright, that's... You'd love to see it. Just gonna slowly chip away at it. Oh, I should have used the Junjun mask. Doesn't matter. Alright, cool. That fight is done. When's the next... How many fights are we... I can't remember what fight we're on. I think this is fight 5. This is Act 2, fight 3. Ooh, Shade Sculptor. That's a new event. I'm gonna have to go see that. We don't need any more travelers anyway. Oh, Muncher, we can get rid of our last Tar Blades. Although, we're already able to draw our whole deck. Guaranteed, basically. Although, this would mean the opening hand we're likely to get the cards we need, so we'll do it. I also want to see what this is. Oh, I have to go to the treasure first. Okay, well, this is padding our deck out a little anyway. Bling Bang. When an enemy is killed, gain 5. That might be worth it. I mean, it's just going to take up a slot and give us money. But our allies aren't really attacking, so Mimic doesn't help that much. It would explode, which is cool. And then Berry Basket is healing, which is nice. But again, we're mostly just trying to keep everything frosted as much as possible. And it could be helpful for Taiga, but I think we'll be okay without it. I think I'll just take the Bling Bang and try to make money off of it. Shade Sculptor, what does this do? Choose a card to duplicate. Okay, but not people, just the items. Oh, we definitely want the Frostbell then, right? That's like our best... That's our most important card in our deck right now. Totem of the Goat, these are interesting. I mean, this doesn't matter that much. This is useful, but it only matters to have one. Having more doesn't... It stacks the Demonize, which doesn't make a difference, right? The Blizzard... Having an extra Blizzard Bottle could be nifty because it gets a lot more snow. And Snowcake, too, could be nifty because this is only one-time use. Having a second one could be helpful. This doesn't matter. We're never going to have... But the thing is with these three is we never have enough space to play them all multiple times. Frostbell, being able to spam Frostbells, though, is so good. Would be helpful for us. If only I could have had a charm on it before I duplicated it. I assume it duplicates the charms, too. Alright, let's get rid of our last Tar Blades now. Hello. Tar Blade. Tar Blade. Alright. Is there anything I need to do in my deck? No. Aimless. Aimless 7 is scary, but we have a lot of frost now, at least. Alright. Oh, I can also just take it out of commission, potentially. Alright, what's the order I want to do this in? I want Shen out. Here, probably. So I can hit that every... Oh, but it only hits in the row, right? Well, stuff will spawn in, right? I have the Frostbell. So I have a lot of stuff that I kind of want to play this whole hand out. Tusk is important to get out, but not immediately. It would be nice to have it against the Gromble. Just put this here. Hit the Gromble for 5. I should probably Frostbell it to weaken it too. Honestly, actually, in retrospect, the first two should have been Taiga into Totem the Goat, because that would have killed... No, it would have, but it would have done a lot more to the goat, to the Gromble here. Well, Totem the Goat still kills it this turn, so actually it's not that big a difference. We Totem the Goat, and we have to Frost Bell as well. Oh shoot, but I need to shut Bigfoot down, because currently Bigfoot's gonna kill somebody here. Okay, well, Tiger's gonna have to take another 2, because I need to stop this Bigfoot. I'm not set up enough yet for Bigfoot to be able to just be ignored. Let's frost this so we take less damage. It eats that, that's fine. I mean, it is kind of scary, to be honest. That is a little scary. So I want the Bling Bank, kind of, but I should have gotten it out sooner. I missed out on some money already. I can use it as an explode. I can also use it to just chump and blow up a row. There is value in that. Because I would like to get Tusk out, but nothing's attacking immediately. So let's play this. Let's get Tusk out so this Gromble... So with Tusk... Even without Tusk, the Gromble just dies now when it swings at Taiga. So actually, let's Frostbell then. Because then we won't get hit. It'll just die to the teeth. So this is also going to die to teeth. Because we're not hitting. Again, it having teeth doesn't matter if it's taking teeth damage. Presumably. So this is dying. So... nothing else really matters. I mean, I kind of want to frost the Bigfoot. I can do that whenever. Or snow the Bigfoot. I mean, I want to keep the Gobbling in play too to some degree, but it might be unavoidable. I mean, the Bling Bank is making me money now instead, so it's fine. This has to get snowed. Let's play Tusk out. Let's Frostbell just to keep reducing this Woolly Drek so it doesn't do damage when it swings. Big Lou. Okay, now the mask does nothing, but we just want to spam our Frost Bells now. Which is great, we can just spam them. Alright, this is sweet. Alright, we're locked in. Because this also doesn't hit. I should rotate so that these things take more damage correctly, but whatever. Can slow this so it doesn't swing yet. Can cycle, and then I can put another... Oh, I can actually slow this. That's better. Although this is going to die this turn, so we actually want to frost. Because that's the boss, so the round is ending now. So we just want to make the combo. Oh, we don't get combo. They don't keep swinging afterwards. Which I guess makes sense. They don't want you to lose the fight after you've won the fight. By things that keep swinging. Is this the boss? Yeah, it's the boss. Alright, well, here's our snails. And we're going to get a shop either way. Do I need companions? I don't think so. I think my companions are pretty okay. Especially because I don't have the bell for more companions. They're all pretty okay as is. I mean, Shen is still slightly replaceable. Let's take the money, though. See what we can get. We got lots of money now. Let's see what we can get here. Bebop mask. Bebop. When destroyed, apply 4 overburn to the attacker. That's cool. Okay. So it's another... So the summons in general are... Because they're reusable and they just blow themselves up anyway. So they're meant to be sacrificed, right? But especially something like this, where it doesn't even have an attack. It's just meant to be destroyed and apply overburn. That's nifty. Blank mask. Summon a copy of an ally. Consume. That's interesting as well. Gotta take the crown for sure. And we can take some charms. Soul down skulls. I've seen somebody use this. It seems so wild. Like, so soulbound does 1 damage when another soulbound card is destroyed. Enemy or ally, right? And this applies it once to an enemy and once to a random ally. So you can soul bind something to one of your allies, so when your ally dies, it blows them up. So the idea there, right, is if you have disposable summons, right, or things that you're planning to sacrifice, you put the soul bound on it and you sacrifice the thing, and it instantly kills the other thing while also giving you the effects from the sacrifice. But it's a random ally, and it can hit your leader, and then I don't know what you do. Like, I don't know if there's a way out of that. Maybe there's a debuff clear, but you can't pull your leader out or anything. It's just gonna die if the enemy dies, and the enemy has to die for you to win the fight. So I don't know. This is not helpful. I mean, it could be, but it's probably not worth filling the deck. The B-bomb could be interesting, but we don't really have that much space, so I don't think it's worth it. Like, we're already filling up the board. I just load up on charms here. Scrap charm. That's not bad, actually. I could get a couple more charms, but maybe I'll just get one more. Save the money for the next shop. Presumably there'll be one more shop before the end. Tiger charm. Gain a teeth when hit. That's neat. Teeth is already our win condition, so it'll just keep stacking teeth. But the thing is, what do I want to put it on? It's probably not worth putting on Taiga. Taiga's already stacking so high. It's probably worth putting on Shen, who's getting value out of being hit. Right? So then we get further value out of being hit. We just have to be very careful because Shen's health is low to start with. But that's still probably the correct option. 90. Is that worth it? Maybe I just save for another shop. Because we got one more act. 90. That leaves me with, what, 100? So I'll just save it for the next shop. Because we want to be able to buy the crown next shop. And then we'll still have enough for like 2 charms. And however much we get off this next area. But, alright. So let's apply this tiger charm. I think we want to apply it to Shen. And the scrap can go on the totem, I guess, is what we want to have in front. Because the bling bank, we just want to gain money. And then we kind of do want to chump it at some point to blow things up if the going gets rough. Totem of the goat is more important to our strategy. I mean, we could still have it blow up at some point. That's not the end of the world. But it's getting us a lot of extra damage because all of our damage is based on teeth to begin with. So it's basically doubling all our damage, right? Because every time something attacks, it gets doubled, and then it gets hit by the teeth and clears it. And then it attacks again, and so on. What's happening? Okay. Alright, let's go to the boss. Act 2. Crunker. Backline bombard. Oh, it always stays in the back. So we have to clear stuff first. Hits all targets in the targeted areas. Interesting. Oh, the spike wall is scary. Freaking clunkers are so rough. Sponger. Okay, it's just a beefy 3 hit. That's actually very easy to deal with our frost. So let's get this out. Get this out. Hits for 8? Oh, I need to keep this slowed as much as possible. It also is built on scrap, actually. So if I just have enough, if I had tar blades, I could just be stabbing it with tar blades to blow it up. It's kind of funny to think about, actually. Okay. I want to play Tusk, probably. Tusk's a little scary to have in front of this. I need something to blow up the... Oh, I need to use the Junjun mask to blow up the spike wall. Oh, I don't have a good way to blow up the spike wall, though. Okay, I can't put Tusk out yet, because I need to get rid of the spike wall, because the spike wall is going to blow up whoever's in front of it. Okay, the frost bells help. Can the frost bell... Oh, it can apply to that, too. That would help as well. Sort of. We just keep summoning Junjuns here to blow it up. That's like the plan. And we just keep using the frost to... Okay, so we can throw the snow cake on this now. Oh, that's not great. This stuff is all gonna blow up now. Oh, this is a pain. Because these are all clunkers, so they just blow up instantly, I think, right? Well, actually, this will just trigger one of them, right? So it's fine. It won't blow up the whole thing. Oh, but then this will proc and blow it up. Oh, this is very sketchy. Let's do this. The spike walls are not scary. As long as I just have Junjuns in front of it, they're never doing anything. Ooh, this is sketchy though. Let's just keep frostbelling, because that also reduces the danger here. Okay, see, that triggered that once, which is the scary part. Why did that not blow up? Because I just hit it a second time, didn't I? But did it not hit because I didn't? But it should still... Or no, scrap is only when it takes damage. It's only when it takes damage, not when it's hit. So this did 0 damage, so it didn't hit, so it's fine. Why is all of our stuff so... Oh, because the Ice Forge. None of our stuff is doing damage. We're fine. We're not worried about it. Oh, except this will still blow it up. This will still blow it up, as will the overburn from this, actually. Okay. So in that case, new plan. Here, here, here. This kills the Junjun. It hits this. It takes teeth damage. Oh, but if I snow it. Okay. Oh, no, the snow won't blow these up. These have so much. Okay. This works. This is a new plan. This blows up the Ice Forge for us. Okay, that was scary. I didn't realize this was gonna... I forgot that this is also gonna blow up. But they're alive, because if these had popped, we would have died. It would have been game over instantly. I almost threw that. That was actually very dangerous. But now we should be totally okay. Because these are not in danger. We can just keep throwing Junjuns in as well. To tank an explosion or something. Like that. Okay, good. The board is clear. We're safe. We are in good shape now. I mean, I could play the Bling Bank out, I guess. Mostly doesn't matter. We need to just use the attacks to kill at this point. What else am I gonna draw though? Do I draw anything else I care about? Not really. So let's just play the Bling Bank out to try to make some money on the last few enemies. Totem the Goat doesn't matter because the boss is just scrap. Let's play another Junjun. Okay, great. More stuff. Okay, this is not a clunker. This all goes here. Great. Frostbell. Frostbell. I needed to have Taiga in front. What am I doing? Doesn't really matter, but... With this Ice Forge just reducing our attack again. Alright, this is fine. Alright. Alright, this does no damage, this dies. That's fine. Alright, now we can have the Shen hit this, except it's gonna have something in front of it again. Well, we can reduce the damage of the Spike Ball. Oh, the Junjun has aimless too. The Junjun could accidentally hit. Wait, that's another way out. If the Junjun just accidentally hits here, the correct target. Alright, we should be fine. We just have to keep cycling through with the Frost now. Come on, hit the right target. Go, Junjuns, keep hitting. Hit the correct targets. Alright, well, this will get me something at least. Alright, we're fine. We're just trying to wait for it to play out. Alright, one more. Oh, wait, I can just put a Junjun here to end it, right? That should work. It's a little sketchy, because if something blows up here, it could die. Well, We'll just keep playing it out. It's fine. I could also just recall someone. Yeah, the Taiga's not doing anything, so... Come on. Oh, wait, Taiga has hog-headed. I can't recall. That's right. That's fine. Just keep snowing. It got it. Oh, it didn't. It's not doing damage. That's right. They have no damage. Okay, we're actually just waiting on Shen then. That's our only play. Look at the minus 33 frost. Also, it's out of summons, it looks like. It's not going to keep summoning, I guess. I thought it would just keep going forever, but I guess it doesn't. Alright, Shen kills this turn. Thankfully, the overburn is a way out. Yeah, everything blows up, but we're fine. We all of our teammates were in the other row. Oh, it has a phase 2. Okay, good. Good, good, good. But everything else blew up, so we're fine. Oh, but now it has snow resists, too. Lovely. Oh, it's only hitting there, though. So we dodge entirely by doing this. I could also make it take some damage by making it hit a Junjun. Oh, wait, it isn't going to hit for anything anyway. So, wait, if it's not going to hit for anything, I do want to do it, like... I do want to get targets in the row. Oh, it can hit its own spike wall! I didn't even think about that. Oh, shoot, it's gonna blow up on its own spike. It's gonna blow up its own spike wall and kill me then. Okay, let's reposition. Because the explosion will kill people. Okay, wait, I can put this here. That's safe. Technically, my leader is safe, too. Against the explosion, at least. Although, I'd rather it just not explode. I'd rather... Okay, the Junjun killed it. And it exploded. And we're fine, because it's not hitting here, right? It's also hitting for 0, so we're fine. GG. Fight over. No problem. Do I want the extra companion? Do I want... Yeah, I mean, our deck is so small. The card draw is meaningless. Might as well take an extra companion. Even though I don't know that we're ever going to play them out, because our battlefield's pretty full. Gnome Traveler, Charm Merchant. Oh, new events. Charm Merchant seems nice. We have money for charms. What does the Gnome Traveler do? I might just have to see... Oh, this looks like clunkers, right? It's... Which I... You know, there could be value in having more clunkers. My board's pretty clogged, though. But I could just use them as bombs, basically. Maybe I just go for the Charm Merchant, though. More charms is never a bad thing. I have some rare charms for sale. Please take a look. Look how cute she is. There's also a Noomlin biscuit for sale. I don't really need the biscuit, though. Biscuit could be strong, especially since we have our whole deck every time. We're getting a free Frost Bell every turn. Or just every time we reshuffle. But that's probably not a big deal. Start with 4 teeth. I mean, that's not bad. But we already are getting so much teeth off of other stuff. It should be okay. Gain Barrage and reduce the attack by 2. That's... Oh, but Shen's attack is 0. It doesn't work. Because then we'd apply this to everyone, which would be nice, but it doesn't work because it has to be able to reduce it by 2. Otherwise, you can't add it. When snowed, gain equal... Okay, that's not helpful. The Bite Charm is our best option, although who do I even put it on? Maybe I put it on Shen, since we're wanting Shen to get hit anyway. For the same reasons that we put this here. Could also see putting it on Tusk, just to make it so Tusk also has the 4 teeth. Because as is, Tusk does not have 4 teeth. It's just granting 4 teeth. Barrage is best on things that are going to hit super hard anyway. Like if we had it on a Foxy that's buffed up, then it hits everything, right? Which that's pretty sweet. But on these things that are hitting for small numbers to begin with, it doesn't make a difference. Also, things that aren't hitting that often anyway. I'll take a Bite Charm. I don't know who I want to equip it on, though. Oh, I forgot to equip the crown! Probably want to put it on Taiga, right? Oh, what the heck happened to my crown? Why is it not equipping? Is it bugged? Oh, I just wasn't placing it properly, I think. Who do I want it on, though? Taiga, or there's an argument to be made that Tusk, because Tusk is enabling a lot of stuff, but Taiga has gets a lot to begin with. Shen is kind of useful too, though. Put this on Shen, though. So now Shen also has teeth. We just need to be careful about health. I could also see an argument for putting it on a Frost Bell so that we get it immediately. But usually there's not enough stuff at the start for it to be worth it on a Frost Bell. Alright. Into the battle. Hog Wild. Gain when other wild cards are killed. It applies to all of them? That's crazy. Also, this is a smackback. That makes this strange. Because if we put a Taiga in front of it, it'll never swing. But we need to kill it eventually. And we'd rather do it before it starts swinging. So we kind of want to kill it before we kill the other hogs. The other hogs are so baby, though. So we want to kill it with Shen, mostly, and the teeth. So that's fine, I guess. Oh, but they're going to die against the teeth instantly. In 2 turns. Wait, Snow prevents it from triggering Smackback. That actually works. So we just play this out to get the counter working, and then we do this. And then they all blow up. But it doesn't trigger as long as it has the Smackback. Or as long as it's snowed, the Smackback can't trigger. At least if that's how it worked at the demo. If it's gonna trigger here, we're in big danger. Although we can get Frost, actually. We can Frost it down. Which we will, in fact, do here. I actually kind of want to play all this out, now that I look at it. I played that in the wrong order. Jinjin should have been first. Yeah, see, it prevents the Smackback. Everything is so wild here. If we Frost things, though, it doesn't matter, because they all have low attack damage. So we're fine with it. This is fine. The Smackback doesn't trigger here. Okay, we need to start applying Frost, though. First one is up here that we need to apply, because this is going to Smackback. That's going to blow everything up. Because this is swinging. I don't want this to swing yet. Okay, that's all fine. Now we put this back here. We Frost again. This is now down to 0, so that's nice. We Frost again here. Let's get that down to 0. Alright, we're fine. We can snow this to keep it in place. We don't have Shen. We might have to... Well, this is about to die, so we can get Shen out next turn. Or next time. In the meantime, we can get some more Frost in. I just realized it also triggers... It has a counter as well as Smackback. Which is fine. Alright, it also has wild... Everything... All the hogs... The hogs are wild! Alright, we can get Shen out now, though. Do we have the space to do that? Do I need to apply more Frost first? Okay, we're fine. We can play this out. I need more Frost here. I can put Taiga in front, though. Oh, it's hitting for 0. I forgot it applies 3 Frost. Alright, easy. Yeah, the wild is scary, except it would have been scary if we didn't have Frost to completely just shut it down. With the Frost, though, it became not an issue. Oh, more charms. I don't even think I have things I want to get rid of. Yeah, I like literally, I want all my cards. And I want the shop anyway, I guess. Cool, and there's the finale. Sheephopper Mask. Sheephopper. When destroyed, deal 8 damage to allies in the row. Oh man, it's to chain reaction sacrifice stuff, I guess. That seems scary. Durian Charm. 5 5 attack, remove all effects. That's interesting. But all the stuff we like the effects on. I mean, okay. Yeah. The effects are important on all of this. I could see doing it here, but the frost is still useful and the attack is so slow. Now, in theory, you actually can, I think, put this on these as well. But then it just becomes a 5 attack card, which isn't the worst, but also the stuff we have here is more important. Bling Charm. Gain 5 from each kill. That's cool. But it's almost useless now. It's useless because we're going into the final fight. Snowball Charm. Apply 1 snow. I mean, that's not bad for anything that actually attacks. We don't have much that's attacking very often, so it mostly doesn't matter. We'll just go on Shen. I mean, 1 snow is almost inconsequential. But also, what else am I going to spend the money on? I guess I'll go to the shop and buy random charms. Those charms are not helpful. And we're going to get another crown here as well. Shade Wisp. Copy of an enemy with 2 health. Apply burn equal to damage dealt. That's cool. Overburn. That's cool. So, and if you buff that, it does more too. That's the thing about these cards. Since you can buff the attack on all the cards as well, that's why it's always worded as damage dealt. 5 snow. Reduced by 1 when played. Okay, this is actually pretty good, right? Because you don't expect... Okay, my deck, this deck we're going to be playing a lot, so it's less helpful. But in a lot of decks where you're not going to cycle through that often, this is just strong, right? Because you get 5, and then you get 4, and you get 3, and it's still on average the same as this one after 3 uses. Or like, if you only use it twice, it's just better, right? Palm Mask. While active, add Barrage to all enemies. Oh, on the enemy side. Oh, that's cool. So you put it somewhere, and then you hit everything else, and until you kill the palm, you can just blast the enemies. But our stuff doesn't matter. The barrage doesn't matter, so it doesn't help us here. But that's kind of a cool thing. Now let's buy some charms. Do I want the Storm Globe? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it, because we're going to be cycling through our deck too much. Greed. Deal 1 additional damage for each bling you have. Well, I could just stop buying charms then and equip this now. But who do I even put it on? No one's hitting that often. It would just go on Shen, I guess. Who do I want to put this on? Frostbell, maybe. Or just Tusk or Shen? Probably Shen, because we want Shen to start building up stuff quickly. So this will deal an extra 4 damage, which, I mean, that's something, but it mostly doesn't matter. I don't think it's worth it. Okay, actually, though, this can go here. It can go on... Okay, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Because if this hits for 4 every time we play it, and it applies 3 barrage, that's pretty good. I didn't think about that. Because we can use this more often than the triggers. Okay, that's worthwhile. And now we actually don't buy any more charms, because now this is doing extra 4, and we don't really need any other charms. If more charms I buy, the weaker that gets. This would go down to, make it go down to 2 all the way. So let's just leave it at doing 4 damage. All right, let's go boss fight. Let's see how. So this is daily run, so it should just be random. It should be a pre-built one instead of the one that looks like we're gonna have to fight our own team. Okay, they all have wild. But again, we don't care as long as we can frost everything down. So let's prioritize our targets here. Okay, all the stuff we can set up immediately. I think I want this here because on hit matters more here. Okay, with Goat Totem it dies anyway when it triggers. Oh, this also makes it die. So now I just frost it. This is the one that does damage, so let's do this one. Okay, so this is where things could get a little weird, because we do have to have a lot of frost in order to kill things fast enough. I kind of don't want the Frost Guardian to attack because it'll buff everything, so I think I'm gonna have to, except I can't slow it down that much. But I guess it's fine. This is not gonna attack for a while. It's also weak, so play that out. It got so big so fast because its health went down so fast. All right, our teammates died instantly. That's actually very bad. I did not do the math there. I definitely should have done the math there. All right, this is pretty bad. It's pretty bad indeed. This kills here at least. So that gets us something. We have to slow that. See if we can salvage this. I threw that. I didn't do the math on how much damage it was going to end up with. Now, at least they're not gaining attack, though. So this is where we actually could potentially stall it out if we're able to get enough frost up in time. So that's what it comes down to here. The explode is scary, but we can put a Jun in front of it. Okay, this is still salvageable. It will have to be grinded out very slowly. But it doesn't really have any scaling here, right? There's no scaling. So as long as we can, okay, this thing is scary. We have to keep this snowed basically permanently. Or until we're able to play 1,000,000 frost bells. But this is not that scary. Because we'll just, even the scaling here gets outpaced by the frost bell. So we need a Junjin mask to take the mimic explosion when it explodes. And then we need to frost here so that these don't do damage. Yes, this will hit first, that's safe, and then this will hit. Okay, this is fine. Oh, the numbers didn't work out. Okay, never mind, we're so dead. They still don't have scaling, but I do not have enough stuff here. It's so done. It's so donezo. Because I have to frost this. And now we're dead. Oh, I threw it! Oh, I threw it. That was so winnable, but I didn't calculate the opening, and then I kind of fell apart after that. The numbers are so hard to track when it's on the teeth and everything. Oh, I threw it. Oh well, that's how it goes. Oh, I would have won my first daily run instantly. Global rank number 35, because I'm the only one playing at this hour. Love to see it. Oh, I would have had it. That was so winnable. I got so careless at the end. Oh well. That's the run. I mean, that's a daily run, you know. Back to town then. Pet house, new pet house, no pet trained. Tribe hall, new tribe available. Inventor's hut, hot spring. So let's see the new stuff. Bushu. Okay, so yeah, Bushu's one of the starters. So instead of, okay, so now we're gonna start with Snoof instead of the Foxy that we had last time. And Snoof applies snow. Bushu applies healing. It's such a slow counter, though. What else do we get? Oh, here's the second tribe. Deal 1,000 damage. Huh. All right. And then did I get Inventor's Hut? Okay, it's here, but it's not activated. Gain 50 blings. Interesting. All right. But yeah, so I mean, that's going to do it for today. It's time to end. Unfortunately, I really want to keep playing, but we'll be playing more again. Certainly next week. Maybe other days as well. So I hope you had a good time. Thanks for hanging out and watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day and morning and evening. So if you want notifications when I go live, you can get those. Well, you can follow, first of all. So thanks for everyone who dropped by. And if you want notifications in another place, you can get them on Twitter, because I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Japan time. And I post on Twitter, at KMAMillionT on Twitter when I do. I also post a schedule every Sunday, so you can know what to expect from the coming week. And I post a clip every day from the streams. So that's a good way just to see things that have happened on stream. And I also compile the clips monthly and put those on YouTube. So the March clips, you can go check those out on YouTube, as well as VODs. The past 2 weeks are kept here on Twitch, but any VODs I have older than that are on YouTube, youtube.com/@camamelian. So both those links you can also find down below. And if you want to support me in other ways, you can find links for other stuff down below as well. Now, as for the schedule for this coming week, Friday we're going to be continuing Charon's Crypt. Going to get a little further in that. I think we'll probably have like another 2 streams of that if I had to guess, but I don't know, we'll see. And then Monday, I'm not sure. There is something I'm considering. I'm also very heavily considering just playing more Wildfrost, if I'm being honest. And Wednesday, a week from today, I will almost certainly be playing Wildfrost. Gonna do some Wildfrost Wednesdays for a bit until I feel like it's time to move on, but I love it. This game has been is fun already, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it. But we'll see. I'll post the schedule on Sunday, and we'll see. In any case, thanks for watching. Yeah. I hope you have... Let me see. Hold on. Let me check something. Yeah, okay. So we're going to end there for today. So, thanks for watching. And until next time, see ya.